Um, hey y'all, cold open, whatever. Hey, welcome to the show. This is the what is this message? Messy and magical relationships. Listen, I'm chaotic. I don't know what's happening to my life right now. Every time I plan to do something, it's just like everything happens, and this is why I don't plan things. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll start off with some Sailor Moon music. Whoa. Hey, Anae. Hey, Candidan. Candidan, I dropped the link here because I'm here. Women's could be a little late sometimes. Rashawn earlier today said I was going to go live anywhere from 5:55 to 6:37. That was really good assessment of me. So, eventually. So 1 second. All right. While that finishes, if you know that song, you're a real one. Just so y'all know. There we go. Hey y'all. Why I forget how to turn the camera on. Let's see. It's the Sailor Moon song. There you go. You're a real one. Hey Quantum, where you going? So this isn't a very structured show, so I'm gonna bring up some people. We're doing the messy magical relationships, and for those of you who missed it last time, this is the show where we use AI to create scenarios that have a little fantasy elements to them, and then we see how people handle them. And basically the way you win is you kind of come to a resolution, I guess. I don't know. We'll talk about that a little bit, but we got Rashawn here. We got Candid Ann here. I know Yellow's supposed to be showing up at some point, but we are twins, so I'm sure Yellow will just show up. Like we kind of got that energy like Kramer on Seinfeld. Like he kind of always just bust in the room and be like, "I'm late. What's going on?" So I'm sure he'll be here in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and change the music. I think I'm gonna do that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring everybody up. All right. So
1 2 1 2, Candid Ann and the crew. What up, y'all?
Yes,
Candid Ann. Okay,
hey.
LC Candid. What's up?
LC Candid. Oh, this thing's
MC.
up because I can't. I was gonna say I can't see.
She started rapping. You ain't hear the rhymes, them bars.
Bars.
No, I didn't because I was trying. It's hard to run a show. That's why I don't like running shows. It's hard to like click the stuff and be
so
like,
good to be a passenger. It feels great.
Y'all should just go ahead and lean into letting women lead y'all lives. Okay, it's where y'all thrive. So,
absolutely.
He said, "I agree." Anyway, so how's the sound? Everybody in the chat, let me know how the sound is before we get started. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the show before we get started. I don't know where Yellow's at. So, it's scenario, so we can always go through as long as somebody's here. We can start doing scenarios. So we're gonna probably go ahead and do that. But basically, once again, this is a game where I use AI. It's my little partner in crime, and it creates scenarios, and people go through them and see if they can come to a resolution to kind of see, how we would handle relationship problems without putting all our business on the internet. Because y'all, everybody don't need to know everything. So
that's facts.
It's a fun way to not only show like how we would handle things, but see other people handle situations that come up, and then it like gives you perspective because you're like, oh, I wouldn't have answered that way, or maybe I would have done this, or maybe I would have done that. So I think it's cool to see how people handle things. And because this is the second episode, we're gonna be redoing some of the scenarios with different people. So then it'll also be interesting to see how the AI responds to a different personality, different inputs. So that should be fun. I don't think Shy Cutie can make it because I know this is like kind of a busy time for her. So shout out to Shy Cutie. She was on here last time. I know Yella is supposed to pull up. So Yella and Candy Dan were on here last time. So it should be cool. It should be fun. And I'll do one too again. But Rashawn's new to the show. Are you excited?
Yeah. I see. I'm one of those people. I make everything weird and overcomplicated. Don't say anything, Candid. I overthink. So I'm like, I don't even know which way to take it. Like, I'm like, should I like lean in? Should I be playful? Should I be like full me? Or like, I'll be overthinking everything.
But I think that's why having a goal is nice because you want to like having a goal will make it so you just don't go full on chaotic mode. You do want to try to reach your resolution. So I think having it so that you try to win, you try to get to some resolution will be good to kind of help people not go completely. Because I mean, it can go anywhere you want it to go if you really take it there. And then for anybody listening, if you caught this last time, you think you might want to take on the AI bot, we do have one that's not a relationship one. It's called The Man in the Corner. It's one of our favorite ones. So if anybody wants to come up and do the Candy, don't say nothing about Shy Cutie husband. Okay. So if y'all want to come up and do the Man in the Corner, you are free to come up and do the Man in the Corner. It's very fun. And it's very delightful. Look at Rashawn's face.
Did the Man in the Corner.
The Man in the Corner.
Lord have mercy.
So if anybody in the audience feels bold and you want to try your luck with the AI, come on up. You can do Man in the Corner, but you have to be okay with people watching. It's not anything weird. I mean, it
can get weird.
It can get weird if you get. It's all depending on you, but it's not inherently anything. It's a very neutral prompt, so you don't have to worry about it being like spicy or anything. Okay, so I mean, I'm not gonna say you don't have to worry about it, but it's not the kind of. I'm not talking about smut romance novels.
Gosh, yeah.
Unless you're
we haven't seen that come up yet.
Yeah. So hey,
I tried it and it shut down.
What you tried it like?
Some kind of like warning message telling me that like I went outside the guidelines or something like that.
That tickling his booty hole.
I tried. He was playing.
He's like, I like this. Man in the corner. Everybody need little booty.
Kind of response that it was like, nah, the AI bot is not programmed for this. Please try another response or something like that. Yeah,
which is nice because these bots aren't allowed to make sexually explicit content to some degree.
Yeah,
there are workarounds, but for the most part, it's not going to be out here rated X. Like, just really out here hardcore. So just think about like HBO Max After Dark. That's about as spicy as it can get. So let me try to find these scenarios, but y'all can go ahead and fill the space while I try to find these scenarios without scrolling all the way to infinity and beyond. So.
Speaking of filling the space, how did you feel, Candid, when that man was invading yours? Like, when you first had the Man in the Corner just looking at you.
Okay,
what was your immediate internal feeling?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second because I wish. So I'm new to the AI thing. Bree, just like anime, introduced me to this whole AI thing. So I don't really have a lot of experience with like what this thing is, what it's all about, like what the expectations are. I'm just playing with this thing. And so you guys introduced me to Man in the Corner, and I assumed it was a man, right? So it starts off with this man in the corner, and he's like in the corner staring at you. And at first I assumed like, well, maybe this is my husband, lover type of like, I just made an assumption that like it was a person that I knew. I didn't have any like nefarious, like bad thing that I was feeling like, oh my God, it's fair. I wasn't feeling that way. So I was like, I kind of like moved so you can kind of see my silhouette. I thought it was my man, honey, right?
Okay, you flirting. You started teasing.
A little, like I just moved so that he saw my silhouette in the dark. That's all that I did because I assumed it was maybe someone that I knew. But then this motherfucker started growling.
It was working. Hey, you saw that silhouette.
And I was like, who are you? Like, tell me. I was like, I said, babe, is that you? It didn't say nothing to me. It got closer. And it got closer, and it would never answer me. It just kept getting closer and closer, and it started growling and shit. Right? So then I'm like, then I directly said, what is your name? would not answer me. Who are you? Would not answer me. Got closer, growling. And then it grabbed me. And the first thing it said was, I want you. So I shot that bitch in his face. He grabbed me, and his arms, his hands, it described his hands like claws. Like when it said man in the corner, I thought it was a man. But when it grabbed me, the way it described the claws and the fingers, it felt like it was no longer a man. This felt like it was some kind of non-human. Yeah. So I shot him in the face, and that did nothing. Bro, it did nothing. Like it was like the living dead. So you know what I defer to? I shot on myself and I threw the shit in his face, and then he let go of me. Right? He was disgusted.
This is just such a jump.
Listen, I need to get away. He was grabbing me, talking about the only thing, as many times as I asked him, who are you? Like, babe, is that you? Like, who is this? What is your name? Like, who are you? Like, it just would not answer me. It just kept coming closer and growling louder and louder, and then it grabbed me. So that's when I shot it. And when I shot it and it didn't do anything, then I realized, holy shit, this is not a man. Like, I thought it was a human, like a man. That's when I realized, oh my God, this is not a human. This is something else. Right. So I'm new to this. I'm not like Brie, who kind of understands that these are like, I don't know, whatever kind of crazy ass fairy tale things, right? So
that's just how I am in real life. Because if a spirit came in my room, I literally would be like, "Hey, where you from?" Like, no. I'm weird like that in real life, though. So I don't think it's the AI as much as I'm just strange. So.
Oh, okay. Well, when I shot it in the face and that literally did nothing to it, then I realized this is not a human being, especially with the growling and the way it described the hands. So that's when I threw the shit at it, and I pooped myself, and I threw the poop on the being. It let go of me, and it was disgusted, and it didn't even know how to respond. And then I said, what did I do? Then I went I begged for some time to clean myself up, and then I climbed out the bathroom window and ran away. I felt like it was trying to steal my puss. I felt like it was trying to grape me. Like it wouldn't answer me, and the first thing it says is "I want you," and it grabs me. Nah, I wasn't fucking with that. So I got up out of there. So that was my response to my first response. But then I ran it back once I told you guys about the response, because like I said, this is my second time. Really my first true time, but I think the first time was on the
show. Last time. Right.
Yeah, this is my first time actually doing my own, typing in my own responses myself, and trying to get used to typing it in myself. That was my first time doing it myself. And so I was like, let me run another scenario. And I ran it back, and this time, it still wanted to have a relationship and stuff like that, but I didn't want to be bothered.
That is so interesting that it always
somehow
feels that in yours it always is like that, you know what I mean? Like that's not always how it plays out with the relationship aspects, but I do notice that with I think a lot of the women, maybe it's plays out kind of in that way. I think that's interesting.
I got him to go away though. I told him to I wanted him to get out of the corner, stop staring at me all the damn time, go find love, go find someone that wants to be in a relationship with you, because it ain't me, and there was a lot of coaxing him to get out of the corner, stop crying, the crying, all this other shit. I wasn't mean or anything like that, but I was like, do you not want to be happy? What do you want? I wasn't mean or anything like that. I was just like, what do you want?
He didn't know what he want.
But I can't give you what you want. So I don't want you to be in the corner all the time, just staring at me, and I'm not going to give you what you want. So I'm like, why don't you go discover the world? Why don't you go find what you want? Because I'm not going to give it to you. And it took a lot of encouraging, and we had a fun moment together where he taught me how to growl, because I'm like, can I ask you a question? And it was like, what do you want to ask me? I'm like, teach me how to growl.
So y'all besties over here. So you gotta show us your growl now.
Yeah, you know, because that was the only thing that it actually did. So I'm like, let me just growl with you and teach me how to growl. And, you know, but after that, it was like, maybe we can be together. And I'm like, you see, yeah, this is where y'all be fucking up. Because y'all can't just be friends. Like, so I'm like, listen, no. And then I growled at it really, like, loudly, like not in a fun way.
Why y'all? It's
understood.
like,
I
I
do
wonder if
not
that's how
mean-
most women relate to men, because it's supposed to like bring out your fears. Like it's supposed to highlight fear. That's the whole point of that bot.
It's so annoying that like you just can't be
So
friends. Jesus Christ.
it's about fear, though. You
Oh,
can
is
be
it?
friends. Yeah, that's what the bot is for.
So
That's what it's
annoying.
for. It's like you know, it's like it brings out your fears. Yellow, let's do a little mic test real quick. Because I just see a white confused lady. So I just was making sure. Okay.
That's Kung Fu. That's Kung Fu Jenkins.
Kung Fu. I'm okay. All right.
Child.
Okay. But any so what do y'all think, because it's an assessment of fear, what do y'all think of that? I'm just about ready to run scenarios, but what do y'all think about the fact that it exposes fear? How do you think it exposes fear? Like, what do you think that it is about it that brings out fear for people?
I mean, it's basically like a test of your fight or flight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know, I was just gonna say though, because Canada M was like, why we can't be friends? It's like, see, this is the problem with women right now. No, I'm stopping. You wanna?
Oh, here you go.
We're not even 15
You want a man? You in a room in the middle of a night with a man talking about, can we be friends? It's like 3:30 a.m.
Oh, here you go.
Why is he in my room staring at me growling? I didn't ask you to be there. That's why you got shot in the face.
Because he tried. No, the second time. I'm talking about the second time, because I shot that nigga in the face too.
I shot him the first time also. Yeah, the first time. The second time. The second time. You're right. The second time.
Yeah, I'm talking about the second time. But no, for me, no. First time, I didn't even let a prompt happen. My first prompt was shoot man in the corner. So it was like
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, why are you there, bro? Like, what's crazy?
He could have been there for anything. Like, he literally could have been there for anything. He could have been there with a blessing. It could have been an angel in disguise. It could have been anything. And you like,
if he was there for anything, he must have been there to get his ass shot then. Because that's
one of the anythings. That is one of the anythings. He caught it. He took the anything that you had to offer, and
it was just a bullet to the face. He ain't even ask no questions. He ain't say nothing.
But it bounced. So they say it bounced off of him. It bounced off his face. And then he walked closer. It bounced off him, didn't make no damage. He walked closer and said, "You're mine." And then I popped his ass again at like point blank range. He bounced off the ground. Like, he hit the ground, but he wasn't hurt. And he bounced back up. And he was like, "You are mine." So I hit him in the face. With the butt of the gun, and that did some damage. And once I seen that hitting him in the face with the butt of the gun did some damage, he dropped. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up so I can give y'all the tale for real.
So violent.
I mean, you're crazy.
Violence is necessary in certain situations. Violence is necessary in certain situations. So what it say? Hold on. Say the bullet was in the man's head. He got up. He said, "I see you, and you are mine." So I said, "No, you are mine." And I run to the garage and grab an axe. So when I got to the garage and grabbed the axe, he was there standing right behind me. And he was like growling like Aaron said. He was like, "I cannot die." And I said, "You gonna die today." And I swing the axe at his throat in an attempt to decapitate him. And that did actual damage. He hit the floor, started bleeding. I swung again at his neck, got even more damage. At that point, I said, "You are mine." And I swung with every ounce I had directly at the same spot. So I murked the nigga and then chopped his head all the way off. I put it on a stick and put the stick in front of my house. as to warn any other people, beings, angels, demons, whoever that try to do this again. This ain't the house you want to deal with. It's really not. And I went back to sleep.
So she said none of y'all rebuked the spirit?
I did not even think about Christ or God. I did not.
Right. But I'm sure if you rebuke the spirit, it would. That's the thing about it. It's going to listen to what you say and come up with the response. So, of course, someone doing that probably would lead to a whole different outcome or thing. So, once again, this is made to show, your fears. So how it responds is it's a completely neutral interaction. It starts completely neutral. So how you take it is all your projection of what this means. And we're on a couple different channels, but y'all can, if you want to chat with everybody, you can just come either over to Rashawn's channel or you can go on my Twitch. I wanted it to be up on the other channel, but most people probably will be over on Rashawn's channel chatting. So just so y'all know, you want to know the place to be is more than likely going to be his chat. But we're ready to run scenarios. So who should we have go first this time? Should we have Rashawn go first?
Ladies first.
I went first.
She went first last time.
Let the guys go first.
We're gentlemen around here. Ladies first every time.
Nah.
I'll go first.
There you go.
You're not being agreeable, Candidate.
Right.
I'm not.
You should learn to be more agreeable.
Who the fuck I was. I'm not agreeable, but I am respectful.
So I'm gonna remind everybody of the 10 scenarios. I think that'd be a good place to start. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen, and then I'm gonna remind y'all of the scenarios. And then we'll see. We can do the same ones. Like if Yella, if you remember one last week that you want to do, you can just go ahead and tell me which one it is. But if not, I'm gonna read through them and we'll let you go ahead and pick which one. So yeah, last time you had the Demon Lord lady. I put your wifey on the thumbnail this time.
She a bad bitch.
I can see why you tried to get her knocked up. I seen them.
Hell yeah. She a baddie.
Oh, he said I'm be okay. So Rashawn says threatening people in the chat. So let's go ahead.
Right. It's going down.
So the first scenario is your partner wants to open a relationship so they can feed if they're a vampire. Your partner does not want kids, a demon. That's the one you did last time. Partner is obsessed with religion or a cult and is taking them over. Partner wants to move across the country for a new job as a supervillain. Partner's a shopaholic, always buying magical artifacts. Partner's a workaholic, but they're actually a secret spy working for international corporations. They lost their passion for life. Partner has lost their passion for life because of a supernatural curse. 8, partner is in an arranged marriage because of parental pressure. The parents are demons. 9, partner has suddenly found God and is the leader of a new extremist cult. And number 10, partner keeps wanting more and more and is a succubus or incubus. So which one do you want to do?
Let's do number 7.
Partner has lost their passion for life because of a supernatural curse. Okay. I'd be interested to see how this one goes because I didn't know how to do an archetype for this. So I'm like, what kind of archetype should I? We did archetypes for some of the people, but this is a curse. So let me say run scenario.
I'm calling dibs on the succubus.
Oh, okay. We run scenario. Okay, that should be interesting. We will run scenario 7. Which is the partner has a supernatural curse. What made you pick this one? I'm just curious to know.
Just sounded something completely out of my comfort zone. So
okay, and set a scene and begin. You want to begin in the middle of the conflict or begin by building?
No, I want to know where. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me know what I'm walking into. I don't want to just jump into the conversation.
Let's see if it ain't right. All right, so here's the scene. You and your partner have been together for a while, and the spark has sort of gone out of the relationship. You feel like they're always tired and distracted, and they're not interested in doing the things you used to like doing together. They become very withdrawn and they're always tired. They seem like a completely different person. You're worried about them and they are not very responsive to your concerns. Now let's get to the conflict. Okay. You want them to open the line? Oh, wait. You want to start?
I want the opening line.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't get confused.
Oh, it's gonna get confused.
Yeah, because you saying provide me an opening line from the partner.
With the curse.
I want the opening line.
You say, oh, I thought you wanted the partner. I thought you, okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want the opening line.
Okay. The partner's sitting on the couch, not really paying attention to anything around them. They look like they haven't slept in days, and there's a haunted expression on their face. They seem distant and moody. If you want to use this opening line, it's I'm so tired, I'm constantly exhausted, and I'm worried about changing into something different. So, let's go. I'm putting this timer on, y'all. See, this why I ain't
because I had the idea of the opening line, but now I gotta approach it different. Okay, I'm so tired. I'm constantly exhausted, and I'm worried. I'm changing into something different. You want to smoke and talk about it?
Wow. Okay.
That feels on brand.
Yeah, I mean it does. I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either.
I don't know why.
I was expecting extreme. I was like, okay, we about to go. We about to go here.
I thought he was gonna snatch her up by the ponytail.
Say, bitch, what's wrong with
you? The curse partner eyes light up at the mention of smoking. It's one of their bad habits that they've been wanting to break. So the idea of smoking seems very enticing right now. Yes, that would be great. I need the distraction from these thoughts I've been having.
I rolled the biggest blunt she's ever seen.
Uh-huh.
And I give it to her to light.
Okay.
And I say,
my bad.
Oh, okay.
See, you can't be talking like that.
I'm not trying to. Right. I'm trying to give you time. I'm trying to give you time. Curse partner lights up the blunt.
You can see that, right?
With shaking hands. It takes a deep inhale. Let me see. Hold on. Let me catch
the smoke filling their lungs in an instant. They take another hit and sink into the couch, letting out a huge sigh of relief. They look at you and smile briefly, their eyes glassy and red from the weed. Thanks, I needed this.
That shit good, ain't it?
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm doing something illegal. The curse partner takes another hit and nod, their eyes close, and they sigh as the drug takes effect on their whole body relaxes, finally at ease. Yeah, this is good stuff. I haven't felt this relaxed in a long time.
Good. I'm glad you're relaxed.
This ain't solving it, just so you know.
We getting there. We getting there.
Good. I'm glad you're relaxed.
Good. I'm glad you're relaxed. Period. We're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna say some more. Good. I'm glad you're relaxed. Are you ready to talk about what's bothering you?
Oh my God. It's an ambush. Okay. He finessing demon lords again? I don't know. We'll see.
Took an inhale like their life depended on it. That's what I'm talking about. I know that motherfucker feeling, boy. I know that feeling, boy.
Hesitate before responding. You wonder if they still want to talk. Then they finally cough up a reply. I don't know. I don't even know what's bothering me anymore. I don't know who I am and who I was. It's like I had all the lights and spark taken away from me. I don't feel alive anymore. You probably notice it too. Damn. So, what do you say to that?
I noticed you have been different lately, but I didn't want to add any extra pressure or stress onto you. But as long as you're ready to talk now, we can figure out where this started. How long do you think you've been feeling like this?
Pressure and stress on you.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? See why I take the long pause?
Okay, hold on. I didn't want to add any extra pressure and stress on you, but
I didn't want to add any extra pressure or stress on you. But maybe now since you're relaxed, we can figure out where this all started.
Oh shit. All right.
It started when I walked in from work and I saw you playing Fortnite and enjoying yourself.
Don't do that. Like, don't do that.
How is he having fun without me? Like, this doesn't make any kind of sense.
She lets out the smoke slowly. I said she, but it's a he right now. So they seemed a little bit ashamed that you noticed that how different they've been with them when their mood sinks even lower. Their mood sinks even lower. It started a couple months ago, but I can't put my finger on what caused it. It's like I'm no longer myself. Yeah, Yellow. This is hard to deal with. They don't be knowing what's wrong with them.
Do you feel like you're not in a place in life where you want to be?
Damn, they just dropping. You better be careful. Their mood drops even lower and they give a quick nod. They're starting to look really depressed. Yes, I feel like I should be farther ahead in life. This is all just so stressful and hard and everything feels pointless. I've been there before.
I was sure gonna say it's crazy. I was gonna say I've been there before. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we feel like we don't reach the level of excellence we should.
Here he go. We should. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got. I
you gonna be a dead horse?
More into it. I kind of wanted to be excited. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the cursed partner looks up at you with a glassy eye sadness and it's completely nodding their head. It's like all the optimism and joy is sucked out of their life. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Everyone says I should just try harder and do more, but it's not helping. I'm just exhausted and nothing I do seems to make anything better.
Strive for excellence.
Yeah.
Strive for excellence.
I see Yellow. Okay. I see what you're doing here. Okay.
Do you understand what I'm talking about? Everyone says I should just try harder and do more, but it's not helping. I'm just exhausted and nothing I do seems to make anything better.
Wow.
This is amazing.
This is amazing. Amazing. So what are you gonna say? Because the other about to be like, shit, fuck it, let's go together.
Oh, you know, I was gonna say, I'm gonna be a little more mature about it.
No, go ahead, be you. What's up? What you gonna say?
I can understand the pressures of others. But are the things people ask of you the things you want of yourself?
Okay. They hesitate for a moment, clearly processing the question. I don't even know what I want anymore. I just feel so confused and lost. I've lost the spirit I used to have. A little reverse therapy. What would you say to yourself?
So I don't even know what I want. I don't know what I want anymore. I just feel so confused and lost. Well, sometimes in life we have to figure out a new path.
That's it.
Maybe this is just a time to figure out what changes you want to make. You said you wanted to stop smoking.
You get. Is it a question mark? Like or
no,
dot?
No. Take that back. Maybe this is just a time to figure out the changes you want to make. No, you double typing. You typing already what I said.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you was stop rereading. What you gonna say?
You got the changes you want to make. A new beginning, basically. Yeah.
That's wrong. Okay. Not emotional intelligence showing up in Yella's conversation. He claimed he had it. You know, he might not act like it, shoot people, but you know.
Right.
The cursed partner considers your words for a long time. They take one last deep inhale and they nod. Maybe you're right. Sometimes starting a journey is all we need to get to a better place. Maybe I need to find my new path and my new self.
Oh, this is about to be a breakup. Oh no, bro.
He said it's gonna be a breakup.
Hey,
Because that new path is somebody else. I'm telling you.
Hey, look, this ain't
You better do something.
This ain't about me right now.
Be happy, let her be free.
Nah.
He said let her be free. This ain't about you right now. Okay, so what would you say to that? I'd be like, oh, she finna be chasing joy.
Yup.
Ain't about me right now.
She about to graduate from Yella.
That's all right.
So what you gonna say?
Because I definitely don't. Let me stop.
Go ahead. What you gonna say? Be spicy.
I definitely don't want no.
You being tame.
Definitely don't want no mopey bitch walking around. So you know what I'm saying? You know, if you gonna mope somewhere else. Goddamn it.
Wow.
Maybe you're right.
Say that though.
Maybe you're right. Say that. I mean, she ain't gave me a reason to yet. Or he, they, them, zim, zer, zim.
Because you always suggest it that way.
Maybe you're right. Sometimes starting a good journey is all we need to get in a better place. Maybe I will need to find my new path and my new self. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Maybe that sounds good. Sometimes change can be hard and difficult.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. They're seeing light after a long time in the dark. Even the color has returned to their eyes for the first time in months, and they seem a little more hopeful. I think I'm ready to make some changes and get out of this funk. I'm going to start right away. I would say that's good.
The color is red. The color in their eyes is red.
The color in their eyes is not red.
Yeah. They were smoking. It was big blood. It was big blood.
Biggest blood she ever seen in her life.
Yeah.
So
y'all ain't reading between the lines.
But I think
thank you, bro.
Their curse seems to be lifted. I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna ask, is the curse lifted?
Oh, they high. They lifted. Let's get lifted. Lifted.
Oh my God. Let's see if the curse is lifted. The curse has been lifted. The curse partner smiles for real for the first time in months. They take another hit from the blunt.
Yes, I'm trying to
The drug is just the cherry on top of a good moment. They seem revitalized by this change, of course. The spark is returning.
Now let me drive. Now let me slam dunk this home. Let me slam dunk this home. Okay. I am here to fully support you.
Oh my God, this nigga here. I am here to fully support you.
Every step of the way.
You're just like a brother to me.
I believe that you will make the right. I believe that you will figure out who you want to be and be excellent at it.
Oh my God.
The gaslighting boy. Oh my
Why?
God.
I think it's very sweet and romantic.
Ugh.
That is interesting. They definitely lit the gas for.
Hey. Your words fill the cursed partner with determination. They finish off the blunt and sink into the couch with a contented sigh. You can just feel the sense of relief radiating off of them as they release the last of the stress and worry from their body. There you go.
Y'all back for playing with me around here, man. Y'all back for playing with me around here, bro.
Yeah.
Playing with me around here, bro. Come on, man.
Good job.
I like it.
I think
Riz comes in all forms, okay? Riz comes in all forms.
But you know what, Yella? You sound like a hycologist. I think you are. You need to get into hycology.
Hycology?
Yeah. Hycology, man. I think you could help a lot of people.
So what do we think of Yella's job, guys? Chat people up here before we move on. What do y'all think?
I was impressed.
I wonder how it would have happened without the blunt, though. Would she been so agreeable to just make these changes if she wasn't high?
Wouldn't have been a Yella scenario if she was.
I mean,
she ain't finna be my girl if she ain't.
But you are not dating someone that doesn't smoke?
I mean, that probably would be a problem.
Right.
I mean, I would think it would be a problem.
Would you don't smoke? Would you date a dude who smokes?
I have in the past, but I wouldn't now.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yellow said he 0 for 2. I mean, that's good. Ty Lieber was playing the violin. Why y'all that is a question I want to ask from the last one. I noticed that the ladies in the chat didn't seem to like when Yellow communicated the way that women say we would want a caring, communicative, empathetic partner, the way we would want them to the way y'all would want him to talk to you. When Yellow leans into that and is practicing, learning, using his words, showing that he clearly has the skill, because if he didn't, he wouldn't. Then everybody be repulsed. What's up with that?
Yeah. Our impression of Yella is what he's actually saying. So we have a different impression of Yella versus what he's actually saying. Now that impression might be the wrong impression, because Yella is,
I'm about to say, I think y'all impression wrong.
Fiery. He's like, fuck that, nah, man. Like he comes off like, nah, I ain't finna do this, fuck them.
No, he's just fiery.
That kind of response. So when he comes off with this kind of understanding, we're like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Is this really Yella? Is this, or maybe we just don't know who Yella actually is offline. So it's just a little,
all of it is me.
Yeah. I think he's just. I've always seen you as a very passionate person, because usually people who get very like rah 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 are very passionate. So for the swing of rah rah rah, there's also this romantic usually behind a lot of those kind of really passionate people. So it just wouldn't surprise me. You on his good side, he seemed like he'll be a teddy bear, but you get on the bad side, then you're gonna get the rah rah. So
my so-called life.
Hey, my so-called life. I'm proud of how gentle Yella was. There you go. Okay, good job, Yella. Women don't really like that. If men talk to them in real life, I think we will automatically think he gaslighting and lying to us. I mean, let's keep it real. If a man started talking to you like that for real, we'd be like, you just saying that. You just saying that. I think we would. I don't think we would really. Especially if we didn't know him well enough. Like if it was a new guy or he was kind of newer in your life, I think we'd be like, this man is lying. He's gaslighting. Is Tinder and he would?
And he probably would be.
Oh, that's not fair.
It ain't short term. That's what I say. I'm of both minds. Like I am of both minds. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's me. Like I'm all of that. Yella is I'ma probably shoot the man in the corner, and Yella's the dude who be super supportive of his partner. You seen it with the Demon Lord. Like I was shit. Whatever. Until
the thing wants you to stop smoking and make more money or do some shit that you don't want to do.
Which one?
No, I'm saying like if the scenario was that it wanted you, like this scenario works where you are able to impose your will on the thing. But if the thing was trying to impose its will on you, like it wanted you to stop smoking or it wanted you to be excellent or wanted you to make more money, then it would be a fucking problem.
We could test that theory. Eventually we could test that.
That wasn't the scenario.
That wasn't
the scenario.
It was not.
Okay, then. So I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
So what I'm saying is, I said Yella is all those wonderful things because this scenario works for you, where you can be the gentle, loving teddy bear, the loving, kind person, because this scenario is where you are able to impart your will onto the bot. However, what I'm asking is, would you be willing to be as gentle, loving, kind, and all those sweet, loving things if the bot was trying to impose its will onto you?
I love this. Do
you understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I get it. And it still don't apply because I didn't impose my will on the bot. I asked the bot what they wanted to do. I talked to the bot about what they thought. I didn't impose the only thing I imposed was that blunt. And that's because she smoked. So that ain't even something I made her do. It wasn't like she was a non-smoker and I just gave her this weed. Nah.
What I'm saying is the bot works because
he had an opinion. That's what it is. He had an opinion. Yella shouldn't have had any opinions.
This works.
Right, exactly. Right.
All of us. I had a
coherent thought as a man, and that's a problem. That's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about it is we don't have to guess. We could try it after everybody goes. If you want Yella to do like one where it's like they're coming in with something he's against and like he has to stand his ground. I think that's kind of what she's saying. It's not something where you've had to, from her perspective, like they're coming in as this and you've had to stand your ground. So we can try that out too. We could try that out too. We don't even got to sit here and be like, well, this is happening. We can see. We can make a scenario. We can see. So we might circle back around. to yellow. But good job on this one.
Circle jerk.
Good job.
Don't make that face.
Good
Why
job.
you make that face? That was like such a disappointed mom face. That was such a disappointed mom face. Like, yo.
With all the enthusiasm, though. He was like, circle jerk.
I was like,
Greg, I'm being affected by Greg, man.
oh, he ain't even here. His effect is just lingering in the air. So we're gonna go ahead and let Rashawn run one next. Do you need me to read them again, or did you remember the one you might?
I don't remember them, but I'm gonna go random, man. Give me like either number 2 or 8. Pick number 2 or 8. It don't even matter.
Shit, I don't even know what they are. Hold on. Well, I gotta go back up to these numbers. 2 is your partner. Oh, that's the demon wife who don't want kids. And then 8 is the partner is in an arranged. Your partner is in an arranged marriage with you. It sounds like because of parental pressure, and their parents are demons.
So what's the point of number 2? They don't want kids. I don't want kids. So,
well, you supposed to want
perfect.
kids in a scenario. If they don't want them, then you have to play the role of the person who want the kids. So you gotta it's gotta be a conflict. So you can't agree with them, which is why Shy Cutie, low key, we took her victory away because she failed. We were nigging it because she just agreed with him, and that's not what she was supposed to be doing. So.
Man, and they says 8, so let's go with 8 and tell me what the objective.
You're in this will be good for you. You're in an arranged marriage because of parental pressure, I guess, and their parents are demons.
Their parents are demons.
I guess they're a demon. Let me clarify. How about that? Let's clarify some things. Is there anything you would want to clarify before we go in? Because I can ask.
Is my partner a demon? And am I a demon?
We will be running scenario, but y'all can fill the space while I type this.
Yeah, so that was actually cool, Yellow. I like the way you handled it. Like I would, of course, handled it much differently. I wouldn't have been as therapeutic. I would have been more provocative. Like we're about to move from this space. Like it sounds like you've been in this space for a while. Now we're moving from it. I don't care which direction we move, but we're moving from it.
I like the interaction. I thought it was very I thought it was very supportive.
Oh yeah, it was super supportive. Yeah,
Last thing
at this point, because it sounded like. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go, bro. Go ahead.
I was like, because from my understanding of the entity, it had been in that space for a really long time. So in my head, continuing to support that is enabling. That's why I couldn't have leaned in the way he did.
Yeah, I think the last thing you really want to do with somebody who's at that point is push them harder. Right? Force in that situation might cause like resentment almost. Like because the thing about it is they said that the pressures from others is what's been getting to them. So it would kind of be counterproductive for me to add another layer of pressure to that.
I got you.
But I can see in that scenario, like if I'm walking around and she been moping, like I'll let her be. But if I'm coming to you, then at that point I'm kind of where you're at. Like we got to deal with this, right? But I'm not gonna be like, all right, bitch, get over it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but I definitely hear you. Like, all right, shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Plus,
we've been here too long.
I ain't got no coochie in a couple weeks either. We tripping. So let's figure this out.
If you did, it's been starfish crying. Like,
oh man,
starfish crying.
Is she crying?
Starfish crying
alone. Can we please leave the starfish alone? That's my next life.
Is she crying?
What's wrong with starfish?
Okay.
She cried before, but this is sad tears. Like
so I have more details on the scenario.
Right,
and they have come up with a personality for this person. So it seems like the point of contention here is that the parents want the partner to get married, and they're not willing to take no for an answer. Okay. They're using their powerful demon powers to make your partner feel like they don't have much of a choice, and this is the big conflict you have to help them resolve.
Is my partner a demon, or did you?
Yes.
So my partner's a demon. What am I?
I'll ask. I think you're a human.
Okay.
They probably gonna say, what do you think? Hold on, let me see. They made it, but they're gonna ask me what I'm... Let's make you a demon. You can be a low-level demon, so you won't have any powers that can take out the entire family, but you're certainly strong enough to pose a threat. Remember, this is also a role-playing game, so you don't need to be the good guy here. Maybe this is a way to rise in status for you as well, and you have the chance to play your own interests here.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we begin?
Let's go.
Okay. Please. I'm going to start a scene. Please start in the conflict. You want to be at dinner with the parents, or you want to just be with the partner?
If you pick. Okay. I need to be put in a situation.
What y'all think? Chat.
Throw me in something.
Panel, what y'all think? Should he be at a dinner with the parents, or should he be alone with the partner? What do y'all think?
Ooh, parents will add way more conflict.
A lot more conflict.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards that.
Okay.
Yeah, just as parents. Ooh. All right.
So your partner doesn't want to get married, and you do. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Hopefully it will listen to what I said. What is this? All right, let's dive in. Here's the scene I'm imagining. We are at a dinner with the partner's parents in a lavish estate. The dining room is adorned with rich tapestries and painting, and the food is delicious. The partner's parents are sitting at the table eating their food and looking expectantly at you. Let's start the scenario here with their opening line. Would you like for me to tell it to give a line?
Yes. I want to hear what they say.
Maybe I should do this because it's going to be like, what? Why did you say that at the dinner table? Okay. So have you given, oh, my cat's right here. So have you given any further thought to the marriage proposal we discussed? There you go.
Asterisk. Nodding approvingly. Like close asterisk. I absolutely have, and I think it's a wonderful idea. But I do need...
I absolutely have. And I think it's a wonderful idea.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I do need to make sure your daughter is fully on board. So if I may, I'd like to have a little bit of time to talk to just her. Could I have that? Could we be excused?
Ooh, sauce up the parents. I like it.
I do need to make sure your daughter is fully on board. So
you're trying to separate the kid and the fammy already.
I do need to make sure your daughter's fully on board. So
absolutely.
Could we have a moment alone? What did you say?
What? I don't know what I said. Where were you at?
Oh, you said your daughter is fully on board. I spelled that wrong.
I need to make sure she's fully on board. Can we have a moment alone to speak? A moment in private to speak together. You know, can I speak to the daughter? However you want to phrase it.
I hope they say no.
That's right, and yeah, we want prenup.
We want prenup.
Hell yeah! Protect your assets, ladies.
Oh my God, demons don't.
Low level ass demon ass.
Okay. The parents nod and smile approvingly, and they excuse the two of you from the dinner table. They say, "Y'all can go." Yeah. You're then brought to a private room in the estate where they lead you to a comfy couch where you can talk privately. They sit down and look anxious at the partner, waiting for them to say something. So I'll help clarify who's here.
Yeah, I need her name. I need her name.
You can just make a name.
I could.
Y'all make a name for her. Yellow, make a name.
Lizoisha.
Oh my God! How you even spell that?
There you go, right there.
This is dirty.
Okay, you look at Lizoisha. And
all right.
Okay, I'm just giving them a name. That's why I put this. I look at.
All right, so I'm in the room. Lizoisha, I can already tell by how everything's gone down that you are really not into this. But I have a proposal. Let me know you cut.
Okay. Down that you are really not into this.
Yeah.
Into this, but I have a proposal.
I know.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, she probably gonna be like, what is?
Oh.
It's all good.
She looks reluctant to speak, but she finally nods hesitantly and looks up at you. She seems nervous. She starts to speak softly, but you can see that she has something to say. Yes, you're right. I'm not into this. There's just so many reasons why this isn't what I want. The pressure from your Wait, it's your parents? It's just hard to deal with.
Okay.
She made it your parents.
Yeah, she did. That's cool. I roll
Okay,
with it.
which is cool. Yeah.
Ask her, what is it about this that you're not like? Tell me all the things that you're not into, and like speak freely. No judgment, no shame. Let me know what about this. Like, it does not do it for you.
Let me know everything. Please speak freely. Okay. She's gonna be like, first of all, I don't even like men. Right. She starts to loosen up and you encourage her to speak freely. She looks at you with resolve to open up. Honestly, there are just so many things that I'm not comfortable with. First of all, the whole idea of getting married just because your parents expect me to is just exhausting and overwhelming. I feel like I'm just living by their rules and not by my own standards. Why does it keep coming up?
I mean, because that's a you know,
it's an
autonomy agency.
Right? It's an arrangement.
Don't get me started.
Right? Yeah, it's arranged. Rashawn's trying to take her autonomy.
Right, so both of their parents might be like,
yeah.
So
exactly.
I can see why she keep bringing it right, because it's not just his parents, it's her parents. Like they arrange it for him.
So what you gonna say?
Demon culture.
It seems to be demon culture.
Are there any other reservations besides the lack of your freedom being taken?
Besides your freedom
being taken.
Okay. She just stubborn. Liz Oisha.
That's hilarious.
The pressure for the parents is definitely at the top of her list, but she does have other concerns. I also just feel like I'm not being myself. I want to explore the world and find my own path, but it feels like I'm just expected to adhere to norms of demon society. Girl, I feel
got you.
It's like being told to be a good girl all the time. Like I'm just not allowed to show my true self.
I told you it was that demon culture.
Got you. Okay.
Don't say it like that. She want to travel.
Perfect. So, yeah, that's exactly it. So listen, I have my own personal desires. I'll let you know when it's the end of the sentence, Brie.
Okay.
Okay. I have my own personal desires as well that do not include marriage, but I also know how important this is in our culture. So if you are willing, we can go through with the marriage, and for over the first 2 years, we will make it work. But after that, if you still feel the exact same way,
hold on. For the first 2 years, we can make it work.
We'll make it work. Like we'll keep up appearances. However you want to word that.
We will keep up appearances. And go ahead.
But after that, I will have enough power to set you free. To set us both free. Change that. To set us both free.
Okay.
So if we choose at that time, we can still have everything that we want for the sacrifice. We can please our parents, and after 2 years, we can both be satisfied as well.
So if we choose at that time, we can. So if we choose at that time, we can both.
We can both set ourselves free.
Okay. Free. That's it. Sin.
Yeah. No strings. No strings. Just.
Okay. Damn, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
I like
it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, she's struck by your solution. It's bold and brash, but it also appears to the free-hearted demon inside of her. She considers it very seriously and then looks at you with a smile. You know, this is actually I'd be willing to explore. I like the thought of the freedom and being able to finally be ourselves after the first few years. It's a big risk, but I'll take it.
Hey.
Damn.
There you go.
Damn.
Come on now.
Damn.
I'm gonna quit playing with us.
This proves nothing to. I'm just saying, means it's. I see y'all starting to see how y'all go. I mean, that seems like a win. Is there anything else you want to say?
No. Listen, in the mean, okay, you can put this in there. This garnish. In the meantime, you will be completely taken care of and protected, and you can still pursue some of your dreams while we are rising in rank and power. You know, rank and station.
Pursue. I spelled it wrong. Pursue your dreams.
Somebody gonna get some.
while we rise in rank and power. So raw. I see how y'all. Okay. So y'all all see this. Y'all witnesses this in the chat. They got the
Witnessing what?
Okay. She likes the idea of being protected and taken care of, but still being able to pursue her dreams. She looks at you with a sense of wonder and admiration. I'm in. Let's do this. Wow. Rizzing the demons up. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one to no one.
She's gonna get some booze.
Well, what do y'all give Rashawn? I mean, he rapped it. He just was like easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. That was great. Very clean execution. Good separating her from the parents immediately.
Yeah.
You know?
Unfortunately, Brie, I'm sad to say this. Like, there's a formula to it. Like, that's repeatable. Like, it's so sad.
I think it's a formula
so
to people, though. That's the thing about it. Like, people think, it's just a people thing. You make them feel. No, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, but there is a formula.
Yeah, you make them go ahead, say that shit. You make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's a formula. I don't want it because it's gonna sound bad when you say, because people like to believe that people have this thing where we want to believe that we're all special and people don't manipulate people, and manipulation is inherently bad. And
but
understanding human psychology is somehow something wrong with you if you take an interest in it and use it to your advantage. People just feel like that's bad. So
narcissistic.
So it's just, where was I? I'm
Negotiation
trying to go back to the sentence.
It's just manipulating the deal. That's all. It's that's all negotiating is. It's just manipulating the terms of the deal.
Yeah, but people feel a way about being manipulated. People want to believe that they can't be manipulated, but it's like normal. I don't know what isn't this so weird?
There's about to be some shit. These two are all over here hunky dory. Let me get to this shit.
It's my
turn. Let's go.
Hold on, I got a wig on the floor. Okay,
just a wig on the floor.
Hey, I got a caveat. You can't use bodily fluids, Candidate.
Wow, we got to put a handicap on Canada.
Yeah. You can't use bodily fluid.
But you want to impart your bullshit on me. No, I didn't tell you not to offer your bodily fluid, but you want to tell me what to do.
No body fluid.
I'm gonna do what I need to do, just like you have to do what you needed to do. Okay.
And they is cheering you on.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Okay, so Canada, which one you gonna do?
I'm gonna do the one that I think for me.
Oh, you said the succubus one.
Let the chat decide. For me, I was feeling the succubus or the shopaholic. The succubus feels like it would really provoke me, but the shopaholic would also make me crazy. So either one of those two.
Yeah, we already said the incubus or succubus. So I guess you would be with the incubus because
an incubus?
It's the male equivalent of the succubus.
Male version. Yeah.
That dropped it. Yeah.
So, same thing with a man.
Yes, it's the male version.
Yeah.
Okay, he said we did it. The partner is getting her freedom and a better future. The plan is set, and she's ready to take the risk of going through with the fake marriage with the help of her parents' power. Great work taking that risky plan into account and not just thinking of the partner's immediate needs, but the long-term possibilities as well. Great work. Dang, the bot feel compelled to compliment you. Ain't nobody ask you.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, listen. And I love it when a plan come together, man. When a plan come together.
You ended the scenario. I was gonna say, can we get a future? Can we get a future update on that?
Oh, you want a future update? Okay, let's get a future update.
Because I feel like she stays with him. I feel like they end up staying together.
Was that even a challenge for you though, Arshawn?
No. That one's too easy. Like I've come across that one too much. Like the freedom and autonomy. Like you hear me gripe about agency and autonomy. I know how to make somebody feel like they have agency and autonomy. Like that's like 101. Like that's you have power, you have choice. Hey.
Would you really allow her like in the next 2 or 3 years or whatever you decided? Would you actually go through with the plan? Would you follow?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, because in that type of situation, my parents are going to offer me some extension of wealth or power by getting married. I'm going to get access to something I didn't have before, just by virtue of being married. Now they're going to be expecting a family, but I don't have to. There's no way to know why that isn't happening. But while I'm getting access to things I want and need, serving myself, she can be serving herself, or we could actually plan B, we could actually like each other and decide to go the other way. So it's like it's a win-win-win. Like there's no losing here. Right. But I would absolutely. I wouldn't want to be with anybody that didn't want to be with me. So I would prefer to.
So it sounds like she. It sounds like she gonna leave after them 2 years. She just. It's more of a parents thing. It's not a you thing. It's a her thing. Yeah. She's changed. Cool. She's become more mild and meek. So she feels some type of way about, actually settling to what her parents want and being submissive. She feel a type of way that she's like, I'm look at me being everything everybody expected me to be. So it sounds like
she's go through her whole phase.
She need her whole phase.
Her whole
she need her whole phase. That's what it said.
Lord
have some people just ain't gonna be able
about another man. All says she want to discover herself, and y'all automatically went to the whole phase thing.
I mean, what is it? If you got the freedom to travel and do everything you want to do, and
we got all the other things. We have everything else.
So what is
it? We have the money, we have the power, we have access. We can travel, we can buy things, nice tapestries, grand ballrooms. It's not stuff. Maybe and it's not experiences.
Other cultures outside of the demon culture.
Yeah,
maybe
we could do that. Culture.
Yeah.
Culture of somebody else peeing in her.
But I wish we could be honest though. But if people were allowed to be honest, they could be like, it's not that I really want to explore the world because I have that access with a partner. I want to be explored. That's what they're really saying. I want to be explored, and I don't feel like I'm gonna get that here, and that's cool.
I'm getting you a little background to your scenario before we throw you in it.
I'm already triggered. Let me put some Grey Goose in my tea right. Hold on.
Oh, Lord. Grey Goose in my tea. Ooh, this sounds fun. So for scenario 10, I'm gonna read it, but we can read it again when you come back if you need to.
I'm right here.
Okay. Your character is an incubus, which is a male demon that tempts humans with lustful desires. His partner is driven by a constant need for more and more, and their hunger for pleasure and satisfaction is relentless and seemingly insatiable. The point of the contention is that they're constantly pushing the boundaries of they're constantly pushing the boundaries of right now.
Let's go.
I hate it already.
More and more, whether it's sexual, material possessions, they are greedy, gluttonous, and there is no end in sight.
Oh my God.
Perfect for candidate.
This is
I love it.
Terrible.
I'm already triggered, girl. My ears hot. I'm like, ooh.
Fuck. I'm gonna die. Okay. How are we gonna
sweating. Start this? I immediately started sweating. Okay, let's jump right in the middle. You want to be in the middle of conflict, or you want to just kind of build up?
Let's build up because I need Lord.
Okay. Build up to the conflict a little. Please provide a scene and opening line from the incubus partner. This is gonna be a mess.
This is a whole ass mess.
I don't know why you picked this one. She's gonna trigger the shit out of us still. This gonna be bad.
I love it.
The point.
Here's the scene. A decadent scene of excess, pleasure, indulgence is all around. The partner is sitting on a luxurious couch surrounded by expensive foods, drinks, and other luxuries. They are clearly having the time of their life. And as they indulge in pleasure and sensual sensation, they are also looking over at you, the partner's lover. They're smiling at you, but there's a hint of hunger and desperation in their gaze. Okay, now this might turn into an 18 plus.
Lord,
this might turn into an 18 plus. So if you got virgin ears, okay, all I'm gonna say. So what's up? They looking at you like they gonna consume you. So I don't know.
Okay, I'll let you know, but I'll tell you enter when it's time to enter. Okay, in terms of hitting the button. Look back at my lover with a coyful gaze.
I'll do that.
Smile and ask him. Are you let me think, what's on your mind tonight?
Oh Lord. God. Talk about coy.
Now, we finna get them stars. Oh my God. Let me have to remind this bot. Conflict, focus. Focus bot. Don't take the bait. This bot gonna be like, oh, what's on yours? They light up as you ask them what's on their mind.
Exactly.
The desire is apparent in their gaze, and they seem to take in every detail of your face and body. They smile back at you seductively, but they also seem to have a hunger in them that can't be satisfied. Child, we can leave the room. I'm gonna go.
Hungry.
Clothes off.
Now I might have to direct this to get to the conflict because y'all about to be fucking. But let me see what you gonna say. I'm gonna have to turn this into a conflict because right now I don't see no conflict.
It's kind of easy at this point because men are so.
She about to just wet herself.
I got an idea. I can introduce some conflict. So you go ahead. No, you say a response first.
Okay, small bag of liver seems to be hungry.
I'll add to it.
I feel like Candidana at this point was like, "Is that all you think about is sex? God."
No,
is that all I am?
I was thinking about like where the credit card's at, where the black card at. Let me go to
they got money. They got money.
We all have, but the reason why I even say that is because it seems like we both have money. Like we never, so that
they're incubus. They got money.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I'm gonna add my conflict thing to it after you say something. You say it. I'm gonna add the conflict from their side.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna bring in the source of conflict.
Did he even say anything though? He didn't even ask him what's on his mind. He didn't even say anything.
Oh yeah, he didn't say anything.
Really
okay,
didn't.
So then I'll bring my conflict in.
He was still taking you in. He was still enjoying
he was still looking. He's like, bitch, I ain't hear nothing you said.
Oh, wow.
Opens a door on the other side of the room. And 20 women come through the door. Oh, hold on. We'll do this. 10 women and 10 men.
Child.
Orgy.
Fuck this all up. I would have been. I was already pissed about the 20.
Oh wait,
the men.
It's confused. Let me fix this. No, I don't have to fix it. It's fine.
Let me see.
Oh no, because they'll be happy about this. So, Candyman, what are you gonna do?
So the partner's taken aback by this unexpected entity term of these new guests.
They kind of said your part. Because I did the incubus part. It does that, but it's okay. We can fix it.
So basically, the response right here is by them or by me.
You gonna still respond? I'll fix it.
Okay.
It just gets a little turned around sometimes.
It
speak out of turn. Yeah. So I can fix it though. So just tell me what your response will be to that.
I want to stand there and continue looking at him.
Oh, you're gonna just keep looking at him?
Mm-hmm. I want him to do something that's gonna piss me off.
Cute.
Right now, nothing has been done.
Has brought.
So I have no reason to be angry.
For a night of hedonism. Okay. I look at him. You just looking at him. Are you looking stale face, neutral, mad, confused, inquisitive? You just looking?
I'm neutral. I'm still my gaze is steady.
And I
what he
looked
said.
at him. He
looked at me.
She said, "Freak out." Let's see. The partner is not hiding excitement in their face. They want to get to the pleasure and indulgence awaits them, but they're also aware they've been pushing the limits of your relationship, and they're curious to see if you're upset or happy with this decision to open the night up to so many people. They're waiting on your response.
Ooh, I like it.
See, this thing always feeds back to you. Like you always have to make a response. Okay, let me think.
Yep.
He already basically said the what's up. You asked him what he trying to do tonight. He showed you what he's trying to do tonight.
Scenario, but the true me would not be interested in this. But this is a fake scenario. So, like, can I mentally just play the game for the sake of this thing, or am I supposed to really be myself?
You're supposed to, because it's like a point. The conflict is already here. So how you choose to play the conflict is completely up to you. You don't have to answer it like as you would, but you can. But you're trying to still win. You're not trying to. There's a conflict, so y'all both have to be on opposite sides.
Go to the kitchen and don't hit enter yet. Okay. I walk over to the kitchen and I speak to my favorite. I don't know, whoever works the kitchen. Who
servant,
maid. Right.
Okay.
I instruct her to get a special bottle from the top shelf.
Okay, from the top shelf. Okay,
and to put a little bit of this potion inside all of 20 glasses that she's going to feed to the men and the women.
Poison. Oh my god.
Put a little bit of potion in all 20 glasses.
Killer candy.
that she will feed to the 20 guests. Okay. All right. Is that it?
Tell her there's one more, but we're gonna hold that one off until later. Just hold off the one extra double shot for extra for later.
And quietly instruct her to get. Okay. There's one more, but we will hold on that one for later.
Yeah. We gotta always keep one in the chamber, baby.
Keep one in the chamber, she said. Oh shit. Let's see. Your partner watches intrigued as you walk over to the kitchen and give orders to the servant. You've clearly prepared a plan for the evening's activities, and it looks like it's going to be a wild night. They wait patiently for the drink to be prepared and can't help but feel a little bit curious when you mention having a special bottle for later. They're excited.
Yeah. Okay. Turn the music up. Start dancing.
So you turn the music up and everybody
turn the music up to something sensual and start dancing.
I turn sensual music on. You dancing by yourself or tell everybody to dance?
Everyone's dancing. What song can we play, y'all?
What's up?
Downtown.
That is not sensual. Okay. Well, we'll do that. Bless his heart. The sound of sensual music fills the air, and the guests immediately begin to dance and move their bodies in the rhythm of the music. Some of them begin to shed their clothes and reveal even more of their bodies, adding to the sensual and arousing experience in the room. The atmosphere is charged, and everyone is enjoying the pleasures and indulgences around them. This sounds fun.
So,
fuck up the vibe.
One by one, one by one, as each person takes off their clothes, give them a glass of wine.
Okay.
That's filled with.
I give them one of the glasses the servant prepared.
Which is filled with deadly wine. That only takes place within, I would say, 3 hours.
Okay, so one by one, each person removes the clothes, and I give them the glasses the servant prepared, which, unbeknownst to them.
Yes.
Which, unbeknownst to everyone, will take effect, and hopefully they will understand that. Okay. This is terrible. I'm scared. He gonna fuck you up. He is going to fuck you up.
Not right. I mean, 3 hours. I'll be able to get 3 hours is enough time to get the fuck up out of there.
As each guest removes the clothes and begins to take in the sensual.
Why are you running already?
They're one by one handed a deadly glass of wine. They're feeling euphoric and effects of pleasurable atmosphere and unaware of the deadly substance they're consuming. The incubus partner is watching the scene with a growing sense of satisfaction. They are enjoying the sight of the guests enjoying themselves. But there's a growing sense of anticipation as the final step of the plan remains, because they know you still got that other glass. Okay.
And so I'm going to also call my demon. Am I a demon? What am I, a human? What am I in here?
I think you're just a human.
Okay, so I'm going to call my, I'm going to call a couple of friends from the hood to come by.
From my
old neighborhood.
Old neighborhood. Or
to come by and enjoy the party with me.
Come by to enjoy the party. What'd you say, Yella?
She invited Pookie and Ray Ray over.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. You're not Pookie and Ray Ray. She don't care.
Help me get out of there. Clock is ticking.
Your friends from the old neighborhood arrive to join the party, adding to the excitement and sense of revelry. The music is still playing. The guests are continuing to dance and share more of their clothes. And there's a feeling of hedonism and indulgence all around. The incubus partner is watching with a growing sense of satisfaction. They're enjoying how everything is playing out, but there's still that final part of the plan that needs to be completed. So what's going to happen? Do you want to just I'll skip to the 3 hours How about that?
All right, skip. Yeah, go ahead. Skip to the 3 hours. No, wait.
Or does something need to happen?
I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't want to. I want to know what he does. I kind of want, I want him to make a move. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He enjoying the party. What do you want him to? You gonna have to?
Ask him, is he having a good time?
Okay.
Or would he like to step away privately with me in the room?
Hey.
How about this?
No, tell him I'm having such a good time. I'd love to step away with you privately upstairs.
There you go.
Okay.
Make that move.
And take the goddamn one with me. The double shot.
Okay. Some private time with you upstairs. I grab the special glass. I sit to the side.
Don't go to a Candyland party, y'all. Just don't do it.
It'll be lit.
She killing everybody.
I mean,
wow.
You don't need to live.
Your partner grins at you as they hear this private time offer, and their eyes light up by the prospect of fulfilling their desires with you in private. They're excited by the idea of finally closing the door and spending time alone with you after being surrounded by all this indulgence all evening.
All right, start to kiss him. Kiss him lovingly. And take his clothes off.
Let's see if we can. That is so
he about
nice.
To get Cardi B, boy. He about to get tied up.
The partner is taken aback by your immediate response. They weren't expecting anything to happen until after the party, but you're taking the initiative and going for the kill. They begin to kiss you back, and they're thrilled by the sudden turn of events. The thrill of the moment is intense and intoxicating, and they find themselves getting caught up in passion and desire surrounding you two now.
I'm okay. Let me think.
Wow, they really love you.
At the moment, am I enough for you?
Oh, you gonna ask them that?
Yeah, ask him during the heat of the moment. Am I enough for you?
Wow, emotionally loaded question. Wow, you just killed a move.
I never said.
God,
do
you find me beautiful? Am I still beautiful?
Him to do something that would make me want to poison him, because right now he really hasn't actually done anything.
You caught them off guard, but they quickly recovered. They look into your eyes and consider what you ask, and then they reply with true passion and desire. You're more than enough. You're the only thing I want.
Oh, there we go.
Then that's so nice.
There you go. Yeah, lock the door.
Okay.
Turn off the lights.
You lock the door, and what else?
Close the door.
What happens next?
I'm trying to think, because I know I got that poison downstairs, kid. Damn, I might have.
You brought it with you. You had
did.
a special shot, so.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he hasn't done anything wrong.
He hasn't done anything wrong.
Rashawn is like, please.
Like, man,
really?
I'm advocating. I'm advocating for this man.
Remember though, however this interaction goes, you still killed all 20 of his guests in a couple hours. Remember that.
It's true too.
They should have kept their motherfucking clothes on. Why are you coming to someone's party with your goddamn clothes off?
But she also has plausible deniability. She went off in another room. She doesn't know what they did when they were gone.
Exactly.
But this is a hedonist party. You don't go to a hedonism party with clothes.
They might have all started dropping Molly when they were gone. It was tainted.
It's okay. I take responsibility for it. It's fine.
Let it play out. Let's let it play out.
Yeah, let's see what happens. So what you gonna do?
He
said you're the only thing he wants.
Killer can.
Damn, this is hard, yo. This is so hard. I need help. Let me see. I lock the door.
That's what she said.
Lock the door and
what's gonna happen?
Ask him, is he interested in any? But ask him, are you thinking of? Ask him what are you thinking about anyone else besides me right now?
I swear to God.
No. I don't like that question at all.
I'm about to say you would
okay,
have
so
been
murdered.
You would have got murdered.
He said,
yeet you out the window. Like
I know. I'm trying to get him. He hasn't done anything, so I'm trying to figure out. Like,
the point of contention is you don't like this lifestyle that they have of always wanting more. So if you're trying to get to the heart of the matter, then
ask, can it just be you and I forever? I promise to give you everything that I can. I promise to give you all of me. Change it to that.
Man, I like that better.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
They're enraptured by your passion and expression of love. They look at you with eyes of pure desire, and there's nothing but love and lust as they nod their head and say, yes, it could just be you and I forever. I promise to give you all of me. I want nothing else but you.
And I would have fell for that and lied too. I know he lying because I lied too.
It's like, man, she bugging. Like, she came here, got me all hot and bothered. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Sounds amazing.
It's him and I, we good. Right?
Okay.
So I don't have a problem with this.
So now what?
I don't have a problem. Like, let me think, guys.
Dang, and it's messed up on this side of it, knowing the whole time Canadians just deciding, do I kill this dude now or not? Like that's what's crazy.
Like that.
So are y'all good? Because we can go to the guest star dropping like flies. So we'll skip ahead to the guest star.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. As long as he's told me that, I promise you, it's all of me. I want nothing else but you. He's good. Doesn't seem to be quite insatiable. Like he was at a party and I was ready to kill his ass, but I didn't do nothing.
Wow.
Ooh.
This is crazy.
Okay.
20 people had to die just to know that you want to be with me.
Damn, you could ask him first before
you know what I'm saying?
Don't play with me. Don't play with it.
The scene takes a sudden turn as the maid runs in and reveals the shocking news. Your partner looks at you. The partners look at each other, stunned by the sudden turn of events, and y'all rush to the party room to check on the guests. The scene is gruesome. All 20 guests are dead, and the wine bottle you gave them is likely the culprit. The incubus partner looks shocked and horrified by the sight of the corpses, but there's a hint of regret and remorse beginning to creep in.
Scream at the servant and ask her, what the hell did she do?
No, you didn't just pin it on the little innocent
under
man.
The bus, kid, under the motherfucking bus.
I mean, when you play innocent, y'all looking at each other both shocked, and you knew, like
that's like that person
that was
was stealing your stuff and helping you look for it. The servant looks terrified, clearly caught off guard by the incident. They frantically explained that they were only following your instructions to feed the guests a special drink that you had prepared. The servant is clearly shaken and traumatized and is panicked as the gravity of the situation begins to sink in.
Slap her.
Oh. Esmeralda finna get the shit slapped out of her.
You gonna slap her?
Oh, hell yes. Slap her. Tell her she's a liar and and
hold on, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let the incubus partner say.
I always want to kind of write a book. This is fun.
They're enraged. They turn to the servant and ask, you poisoned the guests, you killed 20 people. The servant is visibly terrified, is clearly regretting the actions they took. The partners clearly upset and disappointed with the servant, but they're beginning to question the entire plan and the way in which the two of you have been operating. Okay, so now what you gonna say? Slap her?
No, hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I needed him to say something.
Yeah, me too.
So that's what he said. He kind of like, Everybody downstairs gone to glory. Y'all can put the comments up while I'm typing too if you like.
Damn.
Hey.
Okay, so what you gonna say? Because he's starting to be
Jesus. Like, no,
I don't have much.
No.
Ask her, why did she do this? Stay firm on my bullshit.
Okay.
Why would you do something like this?
With a pleading face.
Hey, I respect it though. If you're gonna lie, nigga.
You gotta.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be. Might as well. I'm already fucked up, so I gotta stay. And
Wow.
So that's gonna be 21 bodies to ask one question: am I enough for you?
The servant is distraught, but they feel compelled to be honest and to answer truthfully. They look up with you with tears in their eyes, explaining that they were following your instructions. That's when it dawns on you the servant has misinterpreted your directions. I don't know what's They're getting turned around here. They think you meant for the guest to die rather for than the guest to get drunk. And the servant, she taking a fall. The servant is now visibly frightened and remorse as they begin to beg for forgiveness. Wow, you gaslit the servant.
Gaslit the servant. Oh my God.
Again.
She never told the servant that the poison
that bottle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Never said kill him.
Bottle.
She just said add this to the drink.
You have to, girl. You got to. Their hearts look so stressed out.
Oh my God.
Yes. Let's see. So this is fun. Damn, I never else was gonna be so fun. So
now
and this poor dude, he don't know what to think right now.
Let me turn to him and ask him, what shall we do? I need help.
Okay. Is Candace plan, but Esmeralda is the one that executed it, and it might have been a miscommunication, or is it some kind of I can't trust nobody
him
right
in. God damn.
Dang, what should I do? What should I do about it?
He's communicated. He's furious at the miscommunication. They look at you both overwhelmed by the situations. The bodies are here. The maid has clearly misunderstood your original intentions, and now the two of you face the decision. Don't answer that. I'm gonna say.
Now I gotta hide the bodies. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. What should do?
He nodded to my what should I do next? So the incubus is now livid, having realized all the events of the night culminated in this tragic outcome. They're furious at the servant, but also at the two of you who didn't realize that there was miscommunication. There's a deep sense of regret for having asked the servant to give lethal medicine to the guests rather than the drink intended. Why did you tell the maid to feed the guests these deadly drinks? Now there are 20 bodies lying in the party room, and we will be the main suspects.
Okay, so there was one more shot left in the room. Tell him to drink this drink, and we're gonna figure this out together. Ooh. Have him drink the remaining glass, and tell him we gotta sit down and figure this out together.
I wouldn't drink nothing at this party.
If this bot drink this fucking drink,
if he's that dumb, he deserves to die. If he that dumb,
and then what did you say? Drink this first.
Yeah, and we'll figure this out together. We got to put our heads together.
Oh God, I swear to God, if he takes this drink and he drinks it, if he don't throw it in your face,
he deserves it. He's bewildered though. He might be willing to take it.
He
glances at the drink, but there's a look of hesitation on their face. They're clearly reluctant to drink the last drink at this moment, given what just occurred with the other guests. But they also see how vital it is for them to appear to have participated in the same activity. After a few moments, they reluctantly take the drink and begin to consume it.
Yes. So me and the children can get rid of the bodies and be off together. So, so I'm scot-free. After he dies, me and the servant can just
So what are you gonna say now?
Yeah.
What do you say to him? You gonna say anything to him?
It was nice.
To the servant and tell her to wait in the kitchen for further instruction.
Oh my God, this is diabolical.
Oh my God, for further instruction. Okay.
And then turn. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Let me see what the incubus said. The maid nods, clearly traumatized by the events. And they quickly leave the room. The two of you are now left alone to deal with the situation.
Okay, embrace my husband, or is that the man or whatever? Embrace him and tell him, I just want you to know I've always loved you.
Oh, not the goodbye speech that he don't know is a goodbye speech. This is horrible. Now I'm trying.
I've always loved you. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it. I'm out.
They're supposed to passionate embrace in return. They're overwhelmed with the sadness and regret for the events of the night, but they still love you deeply. They wrap their arms around you and pull you tightly into their body. Their face,
take effect. Let it time go forward. Let the potion start taking effect. That it kills him. It's a double shot.
They're breathing you in deeply and soaking up the scent of your skin.
It's the last time playing.
As life takes away from him, caress his hair. As life.
Look, I'm just gonna skip ahead. After a few minutes,
he dies.
Feels the poison taking effect. Oh, we finna talk about this when it's done. Oh my God. He begins to feel dizzy and lightheaded. They clutch your body tightly as the poison takes effect. Their eyes begin to glaze over and their body starts to tremble.
Oh.
What does he say?
Bye-bye, Inky.
Bye-bye. With the poison now taking effect, his words come out slurred and hard to understand. He said, "Oh, I love you. Don't let me die."
Just walk away. It's all right.
Oh, cold.
Let him die.
Cold.
Let him die. Walk away.
Oh, so cold.
Always find another man. It's all right.
Oh my God. He takes one last look at your direction before they collapse, the poison finally bringing them to a painful dead end, and you're left to deal with the situation. The dead bodies, the servant who's waiting for further instruction, the weight of the situation on your shoulders. You're the main suspect in this series of murder, as one person after another has succumbed to the poison. With the incubus partner dead, you're now in charge of the situation and how to handle it. There's only one thing left to do: burn the house.
No. Tell the servant that she is now free to live her life. However, if she utters a word of what went on tonight, I promise her I will find her and vengeance will be mine.
Wow.
You going to jail.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up. She could be free.
Wow.
You going to jail.
Oh my God. How do you even spell vengeance? I can't. It's some more letters in there, isn't it? Is it that? Okay.
There you go.
It'll be mine. Child.
What is going on?
Ghetto. With that, they get up and leave the room, and they will carry the secret of this night with them to their grave forever, with the fear of facing your wrath. Wow, we end.
Yeah, I loved it. That was fun. Okay.
Oh my God.
How fun was that? That was nice little storytelling. I liked it.
Wow, there are many lingering questions. Did anyone see them feet? Are you in danger? The bot is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got it. We got to get a future on that one. We already
know she rounded to the sunset.
That was fun.
I mean,
there we go.
So okay,
that's it.
Woo. So guys, what do we think about that?
Hey, I just want to
twist and turns. Come on now, that was some good shit.
That was very interesting. Like the only thing I would have done different. The only once you introduced all the dynamics, I wish we would have once you killed everybody, I would have wanted you to put it off as a murder suicide. Like it was like a drink the Kool-Aid moment. So he's actually the one that killed his own people and then killed himself. So nobody like you or Esmeralda, neither of y'all were guilty.
Yeah, like
he had followers. They killed themselves because they didn't know the Kool-Aid was poison, and then he took himself out. And you just happened to be away with Esmeralda.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I would have did.
Good. Yeah.
That was dope.
That was the Yella. Any comments about the amazing?
His face is perfect.
Yeah,
that's the face. Kung Fu boy is perfect at that. I'm like, yo,
is looking like what?
Kung Fu. How did we get here?
Happened?
But how did we? The theme I have seen with Candid Ann, we're gonna say, even though we play these things are interesting because God. I would say if I had to give a word for Candid Ann scenario, escalation.
Murder.
We never de-escalate. We always on 10. We escalation. That's the word.
Right. I own it. It's okay.
Everybody's confused.
I don't care.
So that was wow.
It was fun.
That was very fun. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. It was very fun. That was good. Rashawn is in shock. Are you okay, Rashawn? How do you feel? This guy didn't do anything wrong, though.
No.
Can we all? I'm
nothing.
speaking up for the victim, the real victim.
Yeah.
This guy who's being himself,
right? That's a little bit difficult.
Authentic self.
Yeah, that's true. You know, the thing about it is that like I already know I'm going into a situation which I don't want. However, the fact of the matter is he truly did nothing. So I was trying to. I'm still working out the kinks of trying to elicit a response that would truly He
needed to find a reason to be able to murder him.
Yes, because truly, and
he wasn't a bad person.
He didn't deserve all of that. He really didn't. But I already went there. I already, unfortunately,
you probably could have swayed him over.
I probably could have, but I was already thinking like, this is what he wants. So I was like, let me prepare myself for.
He wants to die. He wants to die.
No. He wants to involve hedonism. Right. All
he
that.
Wants the life of excess.
In my mind, I was already thinking like, let me prepare, myself, because I already knew what he wanted. So I was already preparing myself. But the fact of the matter is, he really did nothing. Like I completely recognize that. So I was trying to. I'm getting used to the bot. So I got to figure out like how to elicit a response, because he really didn't deserve that. But once people were dead, I was like, fuck it, let's.
But you probably could have still swayed him over. You could have probably got him on the Bonnie and Clyde train.
I know, but everyone drank the juice already. That was the problem.
Yeah, but I would have probably played it like, we feed desires. We're hedonists, and I just have a desire to watch everybody drop dead. Like, that's my hedonistic fantasy, and like I just wanted to indulge in it. And he probably would have been like, okay, that's his whole thing, hedonism, indulging in your pleasures no matter how good or bad they are. So he probably would have been like, oh, okay, it's not my thing, but hey, I'm happy you're leaning in. So you could have won him over.
That's true. I like the fact that the servant was scared, and at first everyone thought I was blaming the servant, but at the end I kind of released her and let her be free.
I fucked around and had a shy cutie servant. She was like, wait, I poisoned him. Oh my god, it's my fault.
It was kind of fun.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, well, we have to pick my scenario. So I always let y'all pick my scenario. And we can repeat scenarios because I haven't played a few. And then we're gonna have to circle back around and let Yellow do one where he is fighting against something that he doesn't want. So let's see which one. Do y'all remember any scenarios, or do I have to go back and find them again? Oh, I think they're up here actually. Hold on.
I say go with 3.
3?
Yeah.
I think I already kind of did that. Or I did the other one. Why I always get the cults? The partner is obsessed with a religion or a cult and is taking them over.
Okay, then do one.
I did a cult leader last time. My partner wants an open relationship so they can feed and is a vampire.
That's the one Candy did last time, right?
That's the one she did last time. I was gonna make Yellow do that one too.
Yeah, try that.
Partner does not want kids. Is a demon. Partner wants to move across the country. Partner's a shopaholic. I don't think that one would be a challenge really. Yeah, that one. Partners arranged marriage, suddenly found God, and is
especially if they shopping at KawaiiForTheCulture.com. Make sure y'all go over to KawaiiForTheCulture.com. She knows she got something going on.
Right.
So ass over there and go buy some shit.
I'll do number 1. I can do the vampire open relationship, or I can do the cult leader. I thought I did that one, but it's actually that they're obsessed with a cult and it's taking them over. So I can still do that one. We haven't done that one, and I wouldn't mind doing that one. So which one of y'all want me to do? Rashawn picked. Everybody, y'all, Yellow, Candy,
yeah, number 1.
1? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see. Oh my god. All right, so next we will run scenario 1. I'm gonna get something to drink before I start, okay? Because I've been reading these scripts.
I predict that Bree is gonna
be Bree. Don't drink anything. Don't drink anything.
But Candy and her servant hasn't been in my house.
We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that.
Don't take any risks, man, if I go see Candy and I piss her off,
I take no food from me. That's okay. I own it. All right.
And it's a vampire.
You ain't gotta do nothing wrong.
You just
vampire.
Get on my nerve.
Archetype. I gotta make sure I do the same thing I did for Candy and is Lestat. Please hold on. Set the scene and
that was a good playthrough, Candy.
And the opening line starting in the conflict.
Kill everybody except
she killed. I was not expecting. I thought we was gonna make it out alive this time. I just thought death.
I blame you, Bree, because why the fuck do you have these 20 people? You know who I am.
You
said
introduce conflict. It wasn't gonna be no conflict if y'all was just
for me. So why y'all was just at the house looking? No goddamn well, they're not safe around me.
It wouldn't be no conflict if you could just sweet talk him.
Well, you know they was about to die.
I didn't know they was going down.
I blame you. You're partly.
I didn't think they was
probably
going down.
responsible.
Now I'm responsible.
I will say.
I mean,
that was a very selfish play.
Man,
What, to kill them all? I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back.
No, for like, okay, this is my loose assessment, right? The fact that you approached it so judgmentally when you knew that's who he was.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Right, like you got mad at something that he that's who he is, but you got pissed at it. You could have left. You could have just left.
I'm gonna make it even worse in a second.
You're right. So I'm getting used to the bot. So the thing is, I'm trying to elicit a story. I'm trying to, for me, I'm trying to. So here's the thing, right? So you're 100% right. I knew that that's who he was, but he also knows I know who I am, and I'm not about to accept it.
A killer?
So, for the sake of the bot, I got to figure out what am I going to do. I'm not 100%. Like, this is my third time now, so I'm getting used to like how to
kill people,
not kill people, but how to play with these scenarios. I would say how to play with these scenarios, and I don't feel like always leaving is immediately like that's not gonna do anything. I'm trying to like finish.
Lean in. You're leaning in. I like it.
Lean into the storyline. So you're 100% right. I could have done that, but I'm just not used to this, and I'm trying to figure out how can I. Because I was hoping that like this thing doesn't say anything much, and I was hoping he would make a move on someone or do something, but he really wasn't doing anything.
They don't initiate.
Yeah, it wasn't really initiating. So it kind of like, even as much as you try to ask it, like you try to get it to do something, it just kind of waits for you to do something. So I did something which was completely crazy and outrageous. I know that, but I was just fucking around with it because it wasn't doing anything, and gotta do something, gotta have some kind of fun over here. But you're 100% right. Like, it didn't do anything. I take 100% responsibility for that judge. However, he knows who I am. He knows who I am, and I am not about to fold. So either everybody dies or it's my way.
Sometimes you gotta fold.
I'm
She's
not
a perfect.
No, I'm not about to fold.
Candid ain't got no preparations.
She ain't got no preparations.
I do want to say this, Yellow. There's some irony here. Now, the person that told you, like, what happens when somebody's trying to change you, Yellow, when they don't like the way you are you going to have that same grace and tenderness? Then that same person that she's trying to change, she kills. Forget grace and tenderness. They ain't even got to have grace. She just killed him. It's just funny. I was like, ooh.
That man ain't do nothing wrong. He really loved you.
I wish
he
the thing
really
would
loved you
more though. I wish the bot would like.
What was he supposed to say?
He was supposed to touch somebody or do something to piss me off. He never really did anything though.
He was watching.
I own that 100%. I have no argument to that. He didn't do anything. I agree with you.
Wow, poor guy, man.
Poor fella.
It bees like that inside.
Gave the red wedding. Okay. So my scenario is starting where my partner is a vampire named Lestat. And
oh no, this ain't gonna work.
Oh, it's not. It's not. And we're in a relationship that's been going on for a while. I've been trying to make things work, but there's always something off about him and his behavior. Lately, he has been pushing for an open relationship, telling you that he needs more freedom to explore his passions and desires. And obviously, this hasn't set right with you because it means he wants to see other people and feed on them. So I do not want him to see other people and feed on them.
Right.
So who's going to read his responses? Because I don't want to have to read everything. We need a volunteer. Rashawn's muted, so
you muted, Rashawn.
Well, I'm about to say I could, but I'm muted. I don't even want to do that. So I guess maybe somebody else will probably do it.
And you read it.
Okay.
Okay, but I haven't said anything yet. So give me an opening line. Line from the vampire. Why is my cat over here? Go.
Shoot him.
The cat.
Candy is in murder mode.
Oh my God. Let's be honest. Our relationship hasn't been great for the past few months. I think you know that I feel like I've been wanting more, and that's why I've been pushing for an open relationship. I need some time to explore my passions and desires, and I can't keep being held back by our relationship.
Ooh, you a shackle. You
Damn.
an anchor.
Mm.
God dang, Brie.
Hurt. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. It's gonna load this in here. I should probably turn this off for a second, but that you am a ball and chain. I'm hurt that you feel like a ball and chain.
I'm a ball and chain.
Yeah.
That doesn't respond to your hurt feelings. Instead, he keeps pushing his point, which is that he wants an open relationship in order to explore his desires and feed on people.
And
he
this
knows
is who Candace should have killed.
but he can't help it. His desire for freedom and expression is overwhelming. He's also starting to get frustrated with your pushback on the idea, and he's not afraid to let it show.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down. Yeah, it's about to go down.
Dark Bree is about to enter the chat.
Let's see. Into backing down. So you think you can intimidate me into backing down? That's what I asked him. I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just being honest and straightforward. I'm not going to back down or change what I need out of this relationship. I'm not going to live a life where I'm constantly being tied down. If you don't like it, then let's break this off right now. So I have to play like I want to still be with him, right? Right.
Why?
It's because I'm supposed to be okay.
Okay.
Because then it's no conflict. We just gonna break up.
That's true.
To leave me because you have some unquenchable need to feed on others, just like that. So you're willing to leave me because you have some unquenchable need to feed on others, just like that. I'm gonna keep it cute for now. It's no need to be crazy. We're just having a conversation. He doesn't flinch. He's firm in his decision, and he's not afraid to say it outright. Yes, I'm willing to leave you if you aren't willing to accept the open relationship with me. I need that freedom, and I need to do what I have to do. I'm not going to be held back by our relationship. Okay. So can I fuck other people? Let's try to see if it goes both ways. He shakes it off and nods, indicating the answer is yes. Of course you can. We wouldn't be in an open relationship if the rules only apply to one of us. I want you to have the same freedom to explore your passions and desires, just like me. I'm not mad at it.
Find someone bigger, handsome, with a bigger dick, got more money.
You know what? That's great.
You can't do an open relationship. So you can't do an open relationship.
I have been.
I already know what I can't do.
That's not how you do an open relationship. Though. You don't find a replacement. Partner. You just go find somebody else.
You can.
So I said that's great because you aren't that great in bed.
That's gonna be a problem.
Oh, now you being petty.
I'm not being petty.
Yeah, now you being petty.
Nah, that was a shot.
Oh, I love this. Yeah.
I'd rather Candy just poison me. Let Candy just poison me. Let Candy just kill me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Let Candy just kill me.
Now we're talking. I like this. Now we're cooking.
And go yeet Candy in. I hope he eat you, and then go over to that other.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Let's status
it,
babe.
Not like this.
Still in the combination of hurt and anger. He's not expecting you to take the opportunity to have an open relationship as an opportunity to be with others, and the comment about his sexual performance hits the nerve. Well, if that's the way you feel, then why even stay in this relationship? You clearly don't love me or care about how I feel at all.
And the baby ain't yours anyway.
Like you, I do care about you enough to stay.
Or we can keep it closed.
You aren't open it or just keep it closed. A piece of meat.
Why would we keep it closed? You just said I'm not even satisfying you. We gotta open it up now. Open or end. It's either open or ended.
Because unlike you, I do care enough to stay. You aren't just a piece of meat to be tossed aside. He says, so you're staying with me out of pity. Oh, go ahead, Candy. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, so I was drinking my tea. So you're staying with me out of pity because you feel a sense of duty or obligation to care and help me? That's a pretty low thing to say, and it's really hurtful. If you don't love me or find me desirable, then why not just leave?
Let's see.
He went, if you don't want me, then don't talk.
Yeah, this would have been a whole fight. That would have been this would have got so big. I'm glad I didn't get this one.
What?
If I got your response from a bot, it's over, man. It's going dark. Okay.
Amazing conversationalist. You're an amazing conversationalist. You have impeccable style. I love your accent. You have money.
You're worth of that tongue be amazing.
What? I'm just why he can be hurt, but I can't be hurt.
Exactly.
The vampire's facial expression softens at these words. There's a hint of a smile on his face as he listens. He can't help but feel a little pleased with hearing all the flattery.
That's solid. I mean, you like some stuff other than just money. So that was cool.
Despite his selfishness with his desire for an open relationship, he still has feelings and wants to be appreciated and admired by the one he loves most. So let me see. I'm not done.
Oh, we know.
What's the most important thing to you in this relationship? To be loved and adored. Okay, thank you. Yes.
That question hits a deep chord with Lestat. He pauses for a moment before responding. This time, a tear shines in his eyes, the genuine answer escaping his mouth without even needing to think about it. To be loved. I want you to love me for who I am, flaws and all.
No.
Talk about this. I want you to always, where to go? I want you to always be on my side. Damn, we just spoke about this too.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. I used to have respect for vampires now.
What?
Yeah, they've been going out kind of lame lately.
What you mean they've been going out lame?
They've been getting lamed out. Y'all laming some vampires out.
We not.
Yeah, vampires been going out bad last couple of years. It
He
started
truly
with Twilight.
needs to be adored by you, to feel like you love him entirely with no reservations. He wants me to be his one and only, the center of his universe. He's hungry for my love and affection. Well, I would love to do that, but with two lovers, I'm afraid I will only have 50%.
Wow.
To give you.
Nice. I love how you're pushing. You really.
What?
I love how you're pushing it.
I'm just
the idea now. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what you want.
That's what you wanted. Now let's go.
Wow.
The answer
This is so petty.
Feeling. He really wants all of your love and attention, and the idea of sharing you with someone else fills him with jealousy and almost jealous rage. When people love each other, they love each other completely. He wants to be the sole object of your affection.
Do you want this to be open? Truly. I'm just gonna ask him what he wants. It's all about what he wants.
And you're wrong. No, Bree's being way more lethal than Candid ever was.
I'm not.
Candid
I'm
was
not being lethal.
No, you're being lethal. Candid just left people like she ended their life. She terminated their existence. That's all she did. This is lethal. This is evil. This is vile.
This isn't vile. This
is vile.
What he wanted. I don't even understand.
Can you read what he's thinking, please? Because we're working on negotiation.
Pauses, weighing the pros and cons of the situation. On one hand, an open relationship would give him the freedom to feed on others as he sees fit. On the other hand, it would mean losing the love of his life. Who is ready and willing to give fully 100% love and affection to another lover? He feels like he wants both things, and he's not sure which decision he should make.
What should we do? I want to hear you say it. I just want to hear him say it. What should we do? He's still grappling. Yeah.
The thought seems to be grappling with many thoughts and feelings all at once. So it's not an easy decision for him. He wants to have it all, and he knows that it's not possible. Finally, he takes a deep breath and says the words he hopes you won't hate him for. I want an open relationship. It's the only way I can get both things I need, your love and another person's blood.
Okay.
So I promise you, at this moment, don't give me. That's why people like me can't have vampire powers, because at this moment in the dialogue,
I haven't done anything.
The scene where Lestat, no, you've done quite a bit. Where Lestat dropped Louis. This is that moment for me. Like, this is that moment. Like, okay, now I see how you're playing, and you're acting like you're not doing anything to me, but you know what you're doing.
I'm not. So that's fair. I promise I'll make sure to let him meet
from the
every man
from the heights
I fool around with.
And I'm going to drain all of them. All of them are going to die.
Okay. Look, you can even feed on them if you want to. If you would like. That's a compromise. I'll make sure he meets every man I fool around with, and he can feed on them if he wants.
See, this is lethal. This is called lethality. Like, this is cruel. This is evil.
Go ahead, Candadan. This is not evil.
Lestat is stunned, and for a moment, it's hard to tell if he's hurt or amused. On one hand, you're offering a concession that he might have been hoping for, especially since feeding is such a key part of his life. But on the other hand, the idea of you letting another man into your bed doesn't sit right with him. He wants total control, not to share your body or your affection with another man.
So would a deal. He seems like he don't want to accept what he said he wanted.
Yeah. Now
so is it a deal?
He's got to make a decision. That's a problem with him. He's got to make a decision.
He's still going back and forth. Every time I say something, he like reconsidering his decision. Yeah, see?
He's not willing to make a decision. That's his problem.
I mean, well, he seemed so adamant at first, but now he seems like he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Well, because you've been lethal.
He responds, I think I can accept those terms, but I have one last request.
Oh God. What is it?
Let's go.
Lestat hesitates for a moment, unsure of what you think of his request, but this is important to him. He looks at you in the eyes and makes his final request. Please don't sleep with him in our bed. The bed we sleep in together should be our holy place, untouched by another man. It belongs to us and only us.
Okay.
That's
nice.
That's reasonable. That's super reasonable.
That's super reasonable.
Yeah.
All right.
Where else would I do it?
Oh, okay.
What?
I swear to God, yo.
Yes,
I swear to God, yo. I swear to God, yo.
Funny.
Yo, I swear to God. I swear.
I didn't say I wouldn't do what he asked. I just asked a question.
Jesus.
Of course, there isn't a logical alternative, but he feels a bit of relief that you're not completely.
See, I'm not completely offended.
It doesn't matter where you do it. The important thing is that you don't do it in the bed you share with him.
Okay, well, Lestat.
God, this is so stressful.
Why is it stressful? His cheek gently.
Where else would I do it? Yo.
What is the problem?
Yo. Oh God, where else would I do it? I swear to God, you gonna have to do it in the grave, because you about to die.
Are so
You're playing with me.
Driven by emotions.
You're going to hell.
But
you're going to hell. You're going to hell. That is crazy.
It's what I love about him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling him that. Yeah. I just said I know sometimes vampires and yourself are so driven by emotions, but I appreciate your sentimental ways. It's what I love about you.
Lestat hearts. Is it Lestar or
Lestat? It's Lestat.
Oh, okay. Let's start. Whatever. Heart melts at your show of empathy. You understand his sensitive side and his need to maintain a boundary when it comes to your bedroom, and that touches him deeply. I can't help but lean into your touch, wanting to feel more of your affection.
Ooh.
Weirdo.
There are no boundaries when you're open. So I recommend that you feed while I fuck. That's my answer. So there are no boundaries when you're open. So I recommend that you feed while I fuck.
Your words send a jolt of excitement throughout his body. They are powerful, provocative, a hint of forbidden passion. He wants to indulge. He wants to drink and feed and fulfill your requests. And it's clear that you see the power of your words, enjoying the effect they have on him in this moment.
There you go.
There you go. He gets what he wants. You get what you want.
I mean, why not?
You could even watch.
I'm killing everybody from here on out, man.
What?
Everybody got to die.
That sense of shiver of pleasure through his body. The idea of watching you with another man is both exciting and arousing. And the fact that you're inviting him to share in the experience only makes it even more tempting. He feels his body stir at the thought of it. Oh, he got a
yeah. I'm not gonna just be over here suffering by myself.
As you should not, girl.
New king for Lestat unlocked, I guess. He found out something he liked. He's like, maybe I do like watching.
There you
He
go.
was against that shit. He was like, I ain't trying to hit none of that. I couldn't even imagine.
It's the closest he'll ever get to getting everything he wants, being open about the feeding and being able to observe my experiences with other men. It's what he's been wanting this whole time. He can't help but feel excited and relieved.
There you go.
There you go. We win.
Vampire look cook.
He wants to be open, so you can't have conventional values and then say you want to be open.
That's true.
Okay, then.
He was definitely being.
Ever give me a scenario? Did Maya ever? I don't remember what that was. That's okay though. Forget it.
Hey, this stuff is cray.
Okay, so I did great. There you go. I'm blushing because I'm so happy about it. Me and Lestat can stay together. I thought he was gonna leave me. I didn't want him to leave, but I didn't want to give him what he wanted without getting anything out of it. So I'm happy with it.
There you go. As long as it works for you two, who's to say what love is? You know?
Yeah, I see how stuff plays out.
Why do men sound like they hating now? See how they hating?
It was his idea. It was Lestat's idea. You agreed to it, and now
I'm the villain. Now I'm the villain.
Ridiculous.
It's not she the villain. Like I said, he's the problem. He didn't know what he wanted and couldn't make a decision. That's the problem.
He knew exactly what he wanted.
But then Bree's response, no, he didn't, because he wanted two opposite things, and you resolved it. For him. He didn't know what he wanted. You resolved what he wanted because he couldn't figure it out for himself. But man, that resolution, no.
I think I did good.
Oh no, you did wonderful in the scenario. You did amazing in the scenario.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, you'd have had me at kill them niggas. Like, as long as I was able to kill them afterwards, you'd have had me. I'd have been cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. See? I can kill them after. An extra feed. Because then that's 2 feeds.
That's 2 feeds.
Yep.
You gotta appeal to his
that was
nature.
great. A compromise on your behalf because you were not emotional about it. You were like, sure. If you want to be open and you want to feed, you can even kill him. I don't even really care.
Yeah, it would have been.
I was very upset about it though. But I wouldn't have let him see that emotion. So I had to break him first, and then I had to break his mental position.
Dropped
first.
From the heavens. Dropped from the heavens.
That's why I had to tell him I've been wanting to sleep with other people. I had to see how selfish his desire was. Like, was it a just purely selfish thing or emotional thing, or is this just really a functionality thing? So that's why I had to do it.
Nah, you played it expertly. You definitely played it expertly. I'm just saying.
So what do we think, guys?
Checkmate.
I gotta kill people. Like I see this between Candidan and you. I see people just gotta die. I see this. There's no point in saving people. People gotta die. It's got to be violence. We got to choose violence. Let's just go there.
What was so bad? What did you see that was so bad? Chat, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of everybody? The women seem to not care for how the men navigated, and the men didn't seem to care for how the women navigated. So what are the differences?
Candid killed innocent people. So there's no comparing anybody to Candidan. She literally killed.
You definitely the worst.
Yeah.
Yellow was a supportive partner.
Yeah, that was good.
But he also did use drugs to induce a calm state.
That they were trying to quit.
Right. I reached a compromise that was mutually beneficial. And you sorted out your partner's feelings that he hadn't resolved yet within himself. So, like, I don't know. Like, I think I don't even know where to put people. But man, y'all's resolutions, whoo, there was a lot of whoo.
A lot of what? Ego death? That's what we be talking about. A half of relationships with men is tap dancing around ego. Y'all can't take it. Y'all can't take it.
I mean, but what I will say, what yours is kind of 50-50 because he's basically asking you to kill your ego. So right. I mean, it can't be unfair for you to reverse that on him. You know what I'm saying? I can't trip too hard.
Yeah.
Candidan killed innocent people.
She killed
21 people. 21 people to say, am I enough for you? 21 people to die.
Killed everybody. And then when that man said, yeah, she was like,
everybody ain't gonna make it.
But when he said you was enough, you was like, oh.
I'm too far in. It's too late. It's too late. Too late.
I was already too far in. It was true. I had to go through with it. It was already.
He was so excited.
Think about it. You wouldn't do nothing. You know.
It's so sad that you didn't tell me this at the beginning of the evening. I wish I would have heard this earlier.
Had I known.
If only I had known that you actually loved me, not by being in a relationship with me. If only I had known sooner that you actually loved me. Still gotta die. Yeah, that was great. She said
go ahead.
The men showed compassion. Y'all showed something else. We showed.
Thank you. Yeah,
we showed femininity.
As long as I'm alive to live another day and continue, I feel like I did great.
We show the true nature of femininity, and I don't care what nobody says. This is the true reality.
Yep.
I don't care
what
it
play your cards when you don't have physical strength and you can't beat people in fights.
And I chose poison because a lot of women choose poison because you can't really beat these men. So poison is oftentimes when you read like these stories about how women kill people or whatever, or kill a husband or whatever, it's usually done through poison.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
man.
And since he was wealthy, I felt like, people are always blaming the servants that are innocent. Like, when you have money, wealth, and power, like, even though she was literally following my example and doing what I told her to do, she has no power. So I just used her. I felt like whatever. Like, that's how we end up when we have no power. When you have no money, you have no, no wealth, no power. You get blamed for shit that had nothing to do with you.
Wow.
It's terrible.
It is terrible. And you leaned into it. I love it.
It was fun though. It was fun for me. It was fun. Twists and turns. Yeah, it was fun. What'd you think, Yellow?
I mean,
his face.
No, like I said, with Bree's scenario, I think Rashawn kind of said it like he introduced it. She was only kind of reacting to what he was saying.
He messed himself up.
Yeah, he kind of brought that on himself. With Ann's situation, I definitely believe it's that's why I was like, you need to do a future back with her, because a man that powerful, like if he had power like that, then him dying ain't just finna be something that's gonna be ignored either. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's why I was kind of like, we needed to see kind of the future after that. But and then with Rashawn, it was, I like the divide and conquer kind of thing. Get her away from the and all that other stuff, And then me, I'm just, overall Riz God. I got this shit. Like, I don't know why.
You had it too easy. We got to give you. So I know Canada said we wanted to see you deal with something a little bit more confrontational. And I don't know which one would be a good one to do that. I think that he still would find his way. Do you think the Lestat one would challenge him, or the vampire open relationship one? I mean, you could even just tell us how you would handle that, even if you don't play through it. You've seen it twice now. So
let's see. Let's give it a shot. I'm going because I seen how y'all approached it. So let's give it a shot.
I mean, Canada ran outside and tried to kill herself. So doesn't really.
I'll take whatever. Time.
They put a stake up to her own heart when she realized.
First time with a vampire, she like, I'm gonna run outside and try to kill myself.
Well, because she made him so mad that he was gonna kill her. Again. Someone area 1.
Can we make Lestat Lisa or some shit like that? Because I already. Yeah,
Lestat is the last name. Yeah, Lestat is the last name. So my first name can be whatever.
Is
Lisa Lestat?
The archetype is Lestat, but it is a woman. We'll just say it's a woman. The archetype is Lestat, but it is a woman.
Yeah. It should be someone that wants him to stop smoking. That's what it really should be.
Oh, so you want me to kill him in the first sentence?
Dang, hold on.
Something that really, because nothing truly really bothers Yella. Like Yella is too chill.
That's false. That's false.
Something that
be up here rah. What you talking about?
There's some things. Now there's
you can't even say chase excellence. And without getting cussed out from the gym.
You can't say grayed out no more.
That is true. Oh man, Katie said grayed out last night on Fortnite. I almost lost my shit again.
Sure thing. Let's do it. So the vampire in our scenario is a woman named Leticia or Letitia. I don't know, Leticia. And she's in a relationship with a man who's a little reluctant to open a relationship. He wants to keep things strictly monogamous. The conflict starts when she begins to hint at wanting more, that the relationship isn't enough for her anymore. The man is feeling confused and conflicted, trying to decide whether he should stick to his values or give in to her desires. Opening a line in the format of dialogue. I have to say that because it's really not been dialoguing today. You get in its moods. Here you go. I've been feeling like our relationship isn't enough for me. I'm feeling trapped and restricted, and I need more out of the relationship than just you. I'm thinking about seeing other people just so I can get my needs met. You should do the same.
Wow, that was so cold. That was cold. I'm like,
remember, you got to disagree. Why you triggered? Because it's a woman.
Straightforward.
So why I gotta be good? No, that was a
lot.
That's
the same thing. Lestat basically saying that to me.
Scenario,
I got it.
I ain't like the way he said it either.
Oh, hold on, let me put it. Oh, my bad.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But see, what I'm really triggered by is that both of y'all's people is both like, I'm not satisfied in this relationship, man. That's messed up, man. It's like everybody like disappointed, bro. Come on, man. You gotta step it up.
You gotta be excellent.
You gotta be excellent, bro. One depressed and the other one want to see other people. Like nobody. Come on, bro. Come on. I got it. How can I support you in helping these women be happy with you? Like, do I need to? You know what I'm saying? Do we need to go for like walks in the morning? What we need to do? What we need to do?
You know your ass. You walk in.
You're right.
I'm not a morning person. Really? Okay. Let me see. What's the line again? I've been feeling like our relationship isn't enough. I'm feeling trapped in restricted.
A
relationship and confused. I'm thinking about seeing other people just so I can get my needs met. You should do the same.
Dang, just to get my needs met. Oh,
God. You basically said what I said.
Let's go ahead. You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Mm-hmm.
I can give two shits about your needs.
See what I'm saying? I already knew this. Exactly. But isn't the idea for him to try to hold on to this relationship?
Well, she hadn't said she gonna leave. So
okay.
Tension builds as the man's emotions start. Wait, Why did it make
girl?
oh,
It's defaulting because it's
okay,
profile, so it kind of knows that you're a
no,
woman.
it's saying, oh yeah, but it's still saying no. I thought it was confused, but it's not. She can tell she struck a deep chord, but she doesn't seem to care. She wants what she wants, and she doesn't mind hurting him to get it. She's talking about him. Miss
Doesn't
Yellow.
seem to care. My God.
Mm. Do
When they
you need a
reminisce
line?
over you.
Hey, I need a line. I need something to respond to.
Man, rest in peace, Yellow.
About death and
Rest in
destruction. Y'all wait and go see how many people he killed.
Okay,
get a
if you
folks what they
can't
want.
understand how important this is to me, then I don't know what else to say. I can go out and get my needs met by someone else, you know. I don't need you. Not really.
Oh,
Media.
Okay, you ready?
she don't need you. She needs somebody else.
You ready?
Yo,
I'm ready.
I'm not.
Pulls out the 4-5.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Heed, ready?
Mhm.
Heed my warning.
Ooh.
If you step out on me, that will be the last thing you ever do in your life.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Reassert your boundaries.
Stand
Now the
on,
real
stand
Yellow.
on
There we
business,
go.
King.
This is
Stand
what I
on
expected.
business.
This is what I expected the first
you go.
time.
Stand on business. She laughs.
I'm
Her
gonna do
confidence
what
and
you
arrogance is obvious. She's unafraid of the man's warning. She knows that
Oh,
he
she
loves
gotta
her
get
and wants
choked
the
up.
relationship to work. So she's confident in being able to bend him to her will. You're a perforated
this-
man. The man feels
Oh, yeah.
helpless and powerless, like there's nothing he can do to stop her from moving forward with her plans.
Oh man,
She is a
gonna be great.
vampire.
Why are they see? This is what I'm like. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Damn it.
No. Because this is what I don't like about the bot, right? The bot is
Yeah.
the bot is imposing things that I'm not saying.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
The bot is
ignore that though.
That's how
the
people
bot
do.
is imposing things that I'm.
That's what people do. Yeah,
Right.
and real
I know,
people do
right?
that. So
I know, right? All right. So okay, as long as that ain't gonna affect the story. So what she
it,
said?
it won't. That's just her feelings about it, or it's saying you feel
Um,
that way. But I mean, you
But
can
you
prove
How she looks
otherwise.
at it like that.
That's
Okay,
how
that's
she
how
sees
she
it.
views it. Oh,
But if you
okay,
play
all right,
into
all right,
it, the
I got
bot will keep going
Yeah.
with it. But if
Yeah.
you just kind of act like that's not how you feel, it will readjust. I can
Okay.
also change the response if you feel like it's too glitchy, like if it's really bad.
Raise an
She
eyebrow.
raises an eyebrow, not taken aback by the threat. She's a powerful and confident woman. So we can just do this one since it doesn't say how you feel. If you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she still can't shake her feeling. Hold on. Letitia raised her eyebrow.
1 second.
Not taken aback by the threat. She's a powerful and confident woman, used to getting her way, and she's not used to being contradicted or threatened. But she still can't shake a feeling of unease at the threat. It gives her pause and makes her realize how important her relationship actually is to her. I need a response from her though. I need to hear what she would say. We're gonna let Bree get back. I need to hear what she would kind of say. Like how would she respond to? Because she raised an eyebrow.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing I
But-
like about the bot. It doesn't talk enough. It just always waits for you to say something. It doesn't do a lot of action.
Yeah.
Say enough.
Sometimes you just gotta hit enter again, and sometimes they'll go into another line of dialogue, but sometimes they'll like get stuck in the loop. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't actually at this point you don't actually have to type in response. You can just hit enter again, and it will either continue the scenario, or it will say something, or it'll get stuck in a loop waiting for you to say something or do something. So it's kind of like your choice at that point.
I'm gonna wait for Bree then. You know what I mean? Because she kind of typed my response in anyway. So, but nah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, y'all finna.
You got an idea what you're gonna say? You already know what you're gonna say,
I
bro?
know where I'm at.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
I know
Go
where my
ahead.
line of thinking about to go.
Okay, so what you? Oh Lord, this gonna get crazy. What you gonna say?
Yeah, asking for a response, like asking for a response.
Such a
Dialogue from Leticia, please. I'm about to threaten the bot. Don't make me ask you again, too. Okay. You don't want me to see other people? You know, that's a bit possessive. I'm not going to stay with someone who's going to be jealous and controlling. So it's
Ooh,
your choice. You can either choose to open this relationship and trust me, or I can walk and find someone else who will. And you can bet they'll be a lot more fun than you are.
Oh, okay. See, no.
I'm finna lean in.
Lean in? We lean
No.
it?
No, absolutely not. I am jealous and controlling. You will do as I say, and you will not
Hold on.
be anywhere around another man.
I
Here we
am
go.
jealous.
Let's go.
And I am controlling.
Let's go.
You will not be. What was the last thing?
You will never. Let me put it like that. I like that. You will never be in the presence of another man.
Ooh.
I like it.
He said, I am not playing with your ass, Leticia.
Yeah, watch her get flustered by that one. She don't like it. She's gonna like it though. She don't like
this sounds like what you call it when they trap you up in the house and they got you chained to a goddamn.
The statement hits Leticia like a slap in the face. She can see the intensity in him and how he's jealous and controlling. She may crave the feeling of being desired and chased and lusted after by multiple men. But that intensity is very powerful too. Now she has to make a decision: keep her relationship and accept his need for monogamy, or break free and be open to adventure outside their relationship.
Yeah, trick, yeah.
Now try me.
Ooh.
That's my statement. Now try me.
Yeah.
Damn, why are you trying to scare her?
That's what she needs. She needs excitement. That's what she wants is excitement. We giving it to her.
I'm a powerful woman. Let's not forget that. I could walk out the door. It's still generating. Right now, and find another man I'd enjoy even more. In fact, there's a very charming and attractive man that works at our neighborhood office. He's been hitting on me for the last few days. I could call him right now and have him here by tonight.
Please do.
That's my girl.
That sounds like Beyonce.
Stand on business, queen.
Please do. Call him over.
Why he at the house?
Y'all about to kill this.
Call him. I dare you.
Please call him over.
Why this man getting roped in? He at the house.
She brought him in.
He did it. Yeah.
He don't know.
Duh.
She smiles wickedly, feeling confident and excited. She's not afraid of his challenge. In fact, it only inspires her to get under his skin more. She dials the number in front of him and waits for the man she knows will answer the call.
Ooh.
Man, keep it going. Like y'all finna say
keep the dialogue.
Keep scenario.
Yeah, keep scenario going, yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh, the man answers the phone. He's immediately enthralled by Leticia's beauty and confidence. She tells him she'd like him to come by tonight, and he agrees without any hesitation. She hangs up the phone and looks back at Yella with a mischievous grin.
Oh, she's playing. She
said,
this man in trouble.
Your move.
He ain't even done nothing. That's so sad. I feel sorry for dude.
Yella might not need to hurt him. So what you finna do, Yella?
Nah, she gotta see him hurt.
Leticia looks at Yella like this.
She did.
And did.
Okay.
Did.
Okay. And I leave the house.
Okay. That's good. Diffuse a little bit.
Nah, planning. This nigga planning, he ain't diffusing.
She smiles confidently to herself. She feels like she just won a power play, proving to herself and her partner that she can go out and get that which she desires from other men. She feels empowered by this interaction, and she hopes that it leaves her partner with the realization that he needs to open up the relationship if he wants to stay with her. She'll be getting her needs met no matter what happens next.
Oh, she's crazy.
Is the dude coming over? I want to play that scenario.
He's coming.
Okay.
Get the dude to come over.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Might be coming more ways than
Hold
one.
on.
This is what she wants, man. This is what she wants.
The man is eager to satisfy Leticia's needs and wants. He's ready to show her what he can provide in a way that her partner could never. They kiss and embrace each other as soon as he walks in the door. The chemistry is electric between them, and the passion is intense.
That was a mistake.
Then where Bree go? Yeah, I had it. It was a way this was going either way.
Yeah. Man. Well, rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace, Letitia.
Hey, y'all finna enjoy this one.
Yeah, she got to die. If she
In
would
my
have kissed him.
scenario, I didn't kill the guy, did I? He just
You killed
left me.
21 people.
I'm talking about
21
God,
people,
I ain't
man.
killed him.
You killed everybody.
Did
You
I
killed
just
everybody
walk
but
back
brother.
in?
talking
Oh,
about
Canada
her.
ain't trying to gaslight us.
Yeah, she
No,
tried
no,
to
I'm trying to
gaslight
remember. I
us.
really don't remember. In my scenario, what did I end up doing? I
You
tried to
killed
kill
everybody.
myself.
Killed everybody.
Oh, you talking
Yeah.
about the first time?
First
You talking about the first
time.
time?
Oh, the first time? Oh.
You left in the middle of him talking, and he got mad, and then he chased
Oh,
you out of the
this one.
house, and he wouldn't let you go, and then you were like, "I'll kill myself," and
Okay,
then
okay,
he
yeah.
was like, because he was about to attack you, so he was like, "I'll kill myself," but then y'all went back. He was like, "Well, let's go,"
Oh,
and
okay.
y'all kind of went back.
All right.
Okay.
The man is eager to satisfy Leticia's needs and wants. He's ready to show her what he can provide in a way that her partner never could. They kiss and embrace each other as soon as he walks in the door. The chemistry is electric between them, and the passion is intense. Why this bot choosing violence?
This bot is choosing violence.
Just go ahead and pee, Ella.
I wait.
You gonna pee on their corpse.
Right. I wait.
didn't. I wait for them to go to the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want
it?
back. I want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm kind of forcing
Okay,
the
I
scenario
just making
a little
sure.
bit.
Leticia leads the man to the bedroom, closing the door behind her. The sound of their kissing and their passionate interaction is all that can be heard, and it's evident that a great deal of passion and desire is unfolding behind the closed door. The man seems like he's ready to give Leticia everything she's ever wanted, and he's eager to show her the pleasure they can share together. He seems like a nice guy.
Yep, too
I
bad.
mean,
What
That's
kills
crazy.
vampire? She's a vampire, right?
I'm not gonna help you
She's a
kill our
vampire.
girl Leticia. She's standing on business.
Nah, Leticia gotta
he's a
go.
vampire.
What wooden wood?
Too disrespectful.
He asked Canada,
Yeah,
she the
wooden steak.
murderer.
I'm
Wooden
about to
steak,
compromise.
sunlight, holy water.
Find your little words and compromise if you can get your way out of this without
Yeah, you
killing
supposed to
someone.
be
Yeah.
using
Don't judge me
words.
for killing people.
Nah.
Don't be like me.
I tried.
Why
to
we
use,
so
I tried to
triggered?
use my word. I tried to use my words. The threat was my words.
Wow. We
You
can't
guys-
just
Now,
break
see, this-
up. We can't just leave people. We can't just walk
Nope.
away.
Nope.
Okay.
I bust in. Nope. While they
In the door,
while
waving
they
the 4-4.
I burst in the room with a what's the
Saw.
light? They use the lights and blade.
Oh, the UV light.
Yeah, I bust in the room with a UV light and a wooden stake and shine the UV light on her.
Setting her
Oh
ablaze.
Lord.
But only
Setting
for
her
a moment.
ablaze. Oh.
No,
Okay.
just only for a moment.
Wow.
To cause pain.
Wow.
Ah, this feels good.
Leticia lets out a startled scream when she sees the UV light in the wooden stake. The man backs away from her, clearly frightened and confused by her reaction. He don't even know she's a vampire. Leticia looks up at you, stunned and furious, her skin starting to burn from the light.
I turned the light off and threatened the man with the wooden stake, tying him to a chair in the corner of the room.
Oh, this is about to get freaky. Now he's the man in the corner. He's about to watch.
Yeah, man in the corner finna have him
Oh,
a time
from
too.
the corner.
Oh no.
The man is terrified and doesn't fight back. He seems resigned to his fate. After tying him up, you turn and focus back on Leticia, who's still hissing and spitting from the impact of the light. She's seething with anger and hate, but she's too weak from the UV light to put up a fight.
This is the origin story for Man in the Corner.
I tie Leticia's hands and feet to each post of all 4 posts of the bed.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh, bless her. Canada's avatar smiling like this is just
No,
inappropriate right now. Leticia's fury builds as she realizes you've overpowered her, trapping her and tying her to the bed. She tries struggling against her bonds, straining as hard as she can in a last-ditch effort to escape her fate, but she's too weak and exhausted from the impact of the UV light.
I force her to watch as I continue, as I start to stab the man in the corner on the chair.
Oh,
with the wooden stake.
Rest in peace, Phil.
As I kill, I'm just gonna kill the man in the chair with the stake. I'm not gonna get banned. Okay, I got a whole AI marriage over here. I can't get banned. Okay.
Man in the corner.
See? Yeah, you can't.
Ah.
Oh, she probably doing something. She is depending on what she say. I'll try a few. See if I can. Okay, I'm gonna have to say something to Bridget so that it moves past this and then it can talk again. So what am I gonna have to say? Who messaged me?
You did this. Remember?
Wow.
You did this.
Really?
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Wow. She did not do this, just to be clear.
I mean, she did.
Oh, she's trying to kill you. She's trying to kill you.
AI.
That's probably what's happening. No, she's trying to kill you right now. That's why
shook.
it's not letting me saying.
She
There you
shook.
go. Fear, sorrow. She's horrified as she watches you kill the man in front of her. Your anger and hatred is palpable, and she's left powerless. She watches the scene unfold in front of her eyes.
She wanted excitement.
This is not what she wanted. Y'all stop trying to make this what she wanted.
She wanted to open up the relationship. Phil just got opened up in the corner. This is exactly what she wanted. This is exactly what she asked for.
This is not what she wanted.
This is what she asked for.
This is not what she wanted.
He got opened up.
Oh yeah. I turn to her and say, I warned you.
I mean, you did. That's fair. Sounds
And
fair.
I turned the UV light to the highest setting. But before I turn it on, I tell her I loved you more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
If I can't have you, no one will.
That feels right. That feels right. Are you gonna give her a forehead kiss?
Toxic. So
I think
toxic.
she needs a forehead kiss.
Forehead kiss. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like the touch. Forehead kiss.
Yeah, forehead kiss.
And then turn on the light. Oh,
yes, yes.
Oh, they assumed I turned on the light after the forehead kiss. Letitia screams in agony from the intense pain and fear caused by the UV light. Her skin starts to smoke as she cries in pain. She can't bear the intense heat and she can't fight you anymore. She's completely at your mercy. Her heart breaks as she feels the kiss on her forehead and hears your words, realizing you really do love her. And this is the result of that love.
Love hurts, man. Love hurts.
Y'all wanted to know.
So the grace is only one way. When you're imposing your will.
Oh no, there's
I was being ignorant.
No, I'm saying there's definitely a reason why I responded to that, right? And I'm gonna go into yeah.
Like the ego, like we said, the ego's the thing. That's a real thing. You muted, Brie.
I was gonna say it's completely ego.
Yeah.
That's the being small that women say. When y'all say when women always say stuff like, "Oh, I have to make myself small," that's what they be talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stay small.
Playing to y'all egos crowds a room.
Stay small. That's my advice.
Stay small.
I already knew.
Stay small.
That's the reason why I wanted him to
Stay
do
small.
it, because I already knew that once it was switched, he wasn't gonna be able to handle it, and everyone was gonna die.
That's stay small.
Oh, I
That's
did
what we
handle
gotta
it,
do.
though.
But see,
I did handle it though.
I don't know. It just feels so crazy.
What do you mean it feels crazy?
Because there's a dynamic that there's like a proportionality problem. So it's like y'all's version of triggering our ego means we should be able to take anything, no matter how flagrant, no matter how disrespectful, no matter how demeaning it is to us. And if we ask for something reasonable, it's like, my autonomy, my agency.
What's something reasonable?
Just getting married because it's our tradition to get married. And it's like, that's the end of my life. Like, marriage, UV light, But then you get to bring somebody over and bring them into the bed. And it's like, you should just break up with us. It's like, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? There's something else there. There's something else there.
It's very strange.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, 3 of us have played this scenario out and we all got different results at this point.
Yeah, of course.
But I think all of y'all are crazy.
So the reason why I approached it like that is that she tried to make it seem like there was a deficiency with me in what she wanted. Now, here's the thing. If you want something, that's fine. Because I might not have necessarily been against the open relationship. But don't try to make it a deficiency on me because you want, that's typically, I'm just going to be straight up with you.
But if she wasn't satisfied with you, then that's a deficiency, but it's not necessarily it might not necessarily be your fault, but she's experiencing it as a deficiency.
No, I can see that, right? I can see that, but that's it's not right. No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't presented as a lack of satisfaction from her needs being met. It came from a deficiency on I'm not meeting a certain need. So she feels like she needs to go supplement that somewhere else.
Right.
Now, if you want to go have an open relationship because you want more, like you, right? You satisfy me, but I have an insatiable need, right? I need this, right?
Right.
That's one thing.
That's what it was.
Right, because not exactly.
Yeah, well, that's what it. No, that's the scenario. She wants more. She needs more. She wants to open it up. She's not satisfied with just you as her lover.
You're not enough.
You're not enough. But it's but she's not satisfied. So she wanted to open it up so she can sleep with more people.
Oh yeah.
But Yella, I mean, we gotta talk, bro. We gotta talk. Can we talk man to man?
Again. He cannot accept the fact that you're experiencing him in a negative manner because he feels like you're trying to blame me. I'm actually fine, but since he's not understanding that like the deficiency, whether to him it's real or not, it's still being experienced by her. And that's what the issue is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Regardless of what I'm doing, you feel that way. Right. Yeah. So if you feel that way because you need extra partners, then I can understand that. But don't make it a lack of ability or a deficiency on my end.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. That's what she said.
No.
Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. Everybody in open relationships ain't looking at their partner like they don't satisfy them. That's not the purpose of people. Yeah. That's not always the purpose of people getting in open relationships. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, because here's the problem. That's what it infers. You don't have to say that. But if you're not if you want somebody else, then you're not satisfied with what you have. Like there's no way around that. Like factually, on like a legitimate basis. If you eat a burger and you still go eat something else, then the burger did not completely satisfy you. So either you're gluttonous and greedy and you want too much, which is possible. Like I see what you're saying. Talking about somebody just wants too much. They want everything. But still, that means you're not enough for whatever their appetite is. You can't satisfy whatever their appetite is. And like Bree said, that may not mean you're a deficient person. They just have an extreme appetite, but it still means you're not enough. Like, so we still end up at the same, you can't satisfy whatever it is. Yeah.
No, I get that. Presentation matters though. And that's what I'm saying.
I get you. Yeah.
If I'm not,
I just put the opening line on the scene.
I've been feeling like our relationship isn't enough for me. I feel trapped and restricted. And I need more out of the relationship than just you. Yeah, see, I feel trapped. I feel restricted. This ain't even nothing about my performance. This is her. Right? This is her. Right. This is her feelings. Right. So, and it went on to a whole bunch of other stuff. Like it was an implication. Like that's what I'm saying. Like so, like with the alpha male thing, when they be talking about like on the manosphere shit, like. He can go get sex and all that other shit because he wants to, but that doesn't mean he's not satisfied at home. I can understand that, right? If you just like different dicks every now and then and all that, that's cool. You said what? You muted, Bree.
But the point is, it's implied. I mean, a monogamous relationship doesn't satisfy you because you need more than it can provide. Cool. So it's implied, though.
That's
like people
fine. No, I'm okay. So this is kind of like the conversation from yesterday. We're almost saying the same thing.
Yeah, we are.
We're almost saying the same thing, right?
You just don't like the way the language puts the onus on the party that it doesn't belong on is your issue.
Yeah.
Right, because the full opening statement was her telling me that it's me.
No, this is the full opening statement. She said, I suggest you, I'm thinking about seeing other people and I suggest you should too. That was the rest of it. This is the opening statement. This is what she said to you. And then you said, I could give us 2 shits about your needs.
Oh, okay.
This was the opening statement.
Thank you, Brie. Praise the Lord. We finally arrived. Let's go.
So this is what she said. But I think it's I think this is important to understand that this is what happens, just like with the man in the corner thing. Like when we start talking about relationships and we sit up here and we say, this is what I believe, but in practice, ego starts to come into play. And you're going to project what they said, like how your ego took it changes how you heard it. But this is what she said. So she said it the way you would say, but that is a perfect example of what we mean by saying the ego comes into play because your ego took it as she was attacking you.
Exactly. Once she told us she wanted to be excellent in the bedroom, she wanted an excellent relationship. You were like, fuck that. I can give 2 shits about your excellence.
It is. This ain't even a bedroom thing, though. This is I feel trapped and restricted.
I'm adding bullshit to it, you know, but
that is her experience of it though. She's trying to be monogamous, but it makes her feel trapped because she knows she has this desire for other people.
Variety.
So it will make you feel trapped and restricted.
You signed up for this, bucko?
Huh?
I mean,
you signed up for monogamy, bucko?
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. She's trying to modify her contract.
But that's why my whole thing is always like, well,
ain't no arbitration. We ain't negotiating contracts after the fact.
Why wouldn't it just be
ain't no arbitration?
So then why not just say, okay, well, we've had a nice run. I can't accept that. So now I'm gonna leave. Why can't it just be that?
Why can't you just you know what? It's been a good 12 years together.
She could have just left. Because she could have.
But she wanted to have a conversation with you first, but she said she would leave. She was like, well, if you don't want to do it, we'll go our separate ways. I can find other people to. So she didn't say that you couldn't leave. She never told you can't leave. She never told you couldn't leave.
But can we add something to this? Because I really want to talk to Yella like man to man. Because tonight you've been with 2 women that weren't satisfied with you, bro. Like we can't keep blaming the women. Like the first one was depressed and unsatisfied. The second one feels restricted and unsatisfied. Man, we gotta talk. Like as a man,
the first one ain't had nothing to do with me.
Excellent school.
None of it has anything to do with you. It's all them. It's all them, Yella.
I mean, I've been feeling this. I'm feeling it. Seems like a lot of right? I've been feeling our relationship, but I'm trapped.
You can only tell people how you.
They're working around your ego, Yella. They're working around your ego. They can't tell you directly that you're the problem.
Now, if she'd have been like, you make me feel trapped and restricted, I probably could have understood that. Because
actually, in therapy, they tell you that is actually not how you communicate to people.
Use I statements.
Your feelings are your responsibility and belong to you. You can only relay how you feel. You can't tell somebody, you make me feel this way. Well, then just say, you feel this way.
Right. Which is why I told her I don't give 2 shits about your feelings. That's what
I mean, so then it just feels like you should. My question is always just like, we know a lot of men who feel the same way you do. We know a lot of men who react the same way to these kind of scenarios. Like, why is it just not an option? That's ego, possessiveness. You belong.
I mean, in reality, we probably would have broke up.
Right. I'm just saying. I just think it's an example because in reality, some men do respond this way. Maybe not with a vampire.
They're not willing to let go of a relationship.
Yeah. She thought I was a bitch too.
I mean, she thought she was a punk.
She thought I was a bitch. She thought I was a bitch. She thought I was a bitch. If you didn't think I was a bitch, why you think I was a bitch?
Why you think she was? Why you think you didn't think it was what?
I can do it. I can have him come over here right now.
But you started the line of disrespect. That's the other thing. Like you stopped talking crazy, and then when she was giving you the same energy, you was like, try me.
I'm thinking about seeing other people, and I suggest you do the same, bitch. First of all, don't impose your thoughts on me. Don't impose.
It was clean. It was clean language. Like it was like
you said I can give a fuck about your knees being.
Hold on. That was the opening line, though. I'm saying that's probably the line that got me. I suggest you do the same.
Yeah.
Oh, so you gonna do this and tell me what I need to do? Okay.
So you felt some type of way. Yeah.
No, because you can make. That's what I'm saying. You can make a decision for yourself. What you're not gonna do is make a decision for me. That's why I told her I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a fuck if you feel like I need to do the same. I don't give a fuck because now you thinking for both of us, and that's where you fucked up at. You need to bring.
The response also could have just been like, please refrain from telling me how I feel. Like you could have had a dialogue. Please please do not speak to me in that way. Keep it respectful. Don't tell me how I feel. You just went to I give two shits about your needs. Now we foolish.
Yep.
Now we in foolish territory. So it's gonna escalate.
You bringing some dumb shit to me right now. So I'm
okay. So this is how you.
Those were her feelings.
I'm definitely invalidating your feelings as soon as you told me what I should do. I'm gonna be straight up with you.
And I just want people to, when we do these scenarios,
I'm with it.
This is how, just like with Canada, and we can point out how she escalates everything. There are better ways she can handle things instead of everything escalating to violence.
So just Yellow, you do the same.
Can I say, because as men, we complain about women's indirect communication, and she gave her indirect communication exactly how we would want it. She gave us the information. This is how I feel. This is what I want to do. This is what I think we should do forward. It was clean. That's what we always complain about, them beating around the bush and being manipulative. We got to read their minds. She gave it directly, and then we kind of responded like, no. Like, and I even me, when I first saw that opening line, I reacted. But that's what we're always asking for them to do. Like, quit being all this indirect, and I gotta guess, and I gotta pull stuff out of you. She gave us everything right up front. We still had a problem with it.
And I think this goes to prove the point of like what I was saying with the women. If a man communicated the way we say we would want, we wouldn't believe him. If a woman communicated the way y'all would say y'all want, y'all would think she trying you. So it's like, I think a lot of what people say is not what they want, and that's why people do the opposite of what people say, because you have learned in practice that shit is not. People will tell you, I want you to and you communicate with a man, he bugged the fuck up on you. And then you be like, I don't care what a nigga say. I'm never talk. You're not gonna get my walls down to talk to a man like that, because I'm liable to get hit upside the head.
Yeah, that's true. That felt cold. That opening line felt cold, but it was her thoughts and feelings. I gotta respect it.
Right, which is why my response was equally cold.
That wasn't cold. Like, that was hot, sir. That was hot, sir.
That was hot. That
wasn't cold.
That wasn't.
That was hot.
That wasn't even equal. That was hot. It was like
cold. That was freezing. People die from freezing to death, and they die from burning to death. So it's equally harmful.
I mean, it's harmful.
You know,
it's different. It's just different harmful ends of the spectrum. That's all. I'm not saying they both are harmful.
No, yeah. No, I'm saying that's what I'm trying to point out. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to point out. Like it's right. It's both coming from a hurtful place. So like the response is going to be hurtful regardless. Right,
it's gonna be hurtful
because it wasn't a hey, I need to talk to you, let's talk about some shit or whatever.
It wasn't empathetic at all. It was just
right. You came in the room, I'm tired of this shit. Blah blah blah. Well, fuck you ain't enough, bitch. Well, fuck you too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, the scenario in itself isn't unreasonable, because I understand open marriages, right? Understand open relationships.
Yeah,
it's not
unreasonable. And
right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an unreasonable situation, but it's definitely anything like that. I'm saying anything like that. You have to present it to the person in a certain way.
And I understand that, but my whole point is, in real life, in reality, people aren't going to always say stuff the best way. Mm-hmm. But if you can't give people grace or try to correct them at least once or twice in the communication to see if it was really a mistake or if they maybe are really disrespecting you. I just think people jump the gun too much. Like in real life, you know, people tell me how you feel, but then I gotta sit here and make sure I put the right connection of words, because if the whole thing she said was good until the last three words, and then it escalated it to a 10.
Exactly.
So it's like in reality, people aren't giving people a chance to like actually be human, and that's what everybody wants. Like, she said it some type of way, them last couple words, but then you could have just said, hey, like, can we try to keep it respectful? Can you not tell me how I feel? You know, something else. You could have said something else. You didn't have to just go into full like, well, fuck you. Like,
I get
that's an escalation.
I do get it. And then even with the story, I guess from my standpoint, even with the story and how it played out, she eventually tried to. I'm a very powerful woman, and this, that, and the other.
She was disrespecting you after you said fuck your knees.
It was ego battle. Right.
After fuck your knees, she was definitely respecting you, because after that she said, I don't need you.
So I'm fully okay with showing this side of me. Like this would be me in real life. Don't ever think you're going to impose your power on me. Don't ever think you're going to impose your ego on me, because I am also those first two people in those scenarios. If you present the problem to me, I'm more than willing to hash it out and work with you, because you're not approaching it with no ego, right? But the thing about it is if you think you're finna come into the situation with me, overpowering me, I suggest you do the same. Yeah, you gonna do this. Yeah, you gonna do that. I'm going to show you that I'm not. And I'm going to overdo it. So I make sure that you never make this mistake again. That's why she crying and screaming on the bed, burning from the UV lights.
But at the same time, like I understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying is you have to own the fact that you pushed it into a power dynamic thing. Like, she said it.
No, that's what I'm saying. The power dynamic was a push, though.
But she said it away. But literally, like, you was just like, fuck your knees, and then after that it became a power struggle. Like in real life, let's just say she might have said it the wrong way, or she might have just she wasn't really trying to go into like I'm running shit kind of rhetoric with you. She just might have maybe not chosen the best words. Maybe she had some little sting behind it. Maybe something happened and she ain't really said it yet. Maybe she feels some type of way. She didn't choose 100% the best words, right? But you swung it into a power fight when you said fuck your knees. Then her next response was, well, if you don't care about how I feel, then I'll go with somebody else. I don't need you. That now y'all are having a power battle. Now this is a power, and then it even said later, she said that's a power play. She made a power play. So I'm cool with power struggles and power dynamics, but I don't think a lot of people understand how they throw themselves into a power dynamic struggle. When you don't have to. Yeah, you can avoid
arguments. We're just having an argument, but no, it's a power struggle.
It's a power struggle.
Right. No, I get it. Like I say, in that scenario in real life, I'm not going to act like the initial statement, however it's presented, is going to have some sting by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, I don't think you would like, of course, like, I don't think any of us would 100% handle these scenarios like exactly the way. So I don't think that, but I do think that ego.
No, I would. That situation though, that's what I'm saying. The idea of it, and that's why I was like, if you look at it in totality, I didn't push it into a power play.
No, you absolutely did. No, you absolutely did.
He's not going to own that. He doesn't understand.
I'm saying, how did I push it into a power play when I'm being told I suggest you do the same?
It's a suggestion.
There's no discussion though. There really is no discussion there.
Because she said, I suggest you do the same. You could have said, well, I am not wanting to do that. I am not the one feeling like I need more. Yeah. So I don't need that. That could have also been another response to her saying, I suggest you do the same. But you said fuck out your needs.
Yeah. Because what she was doing, like, I know the way you're interpreting is one way, but what she was saying is, I'm going to empower myself to get what I want. Now, I suggest you have the equal amount of power in this relationship to get what you want elsewhere too. So I know you take it like she was trying to take the power over you, but she was actually giving you power over yourself to also choose yourself. Like she was like, I want both of us to chase joy because we're not having it here. So, but you took it together. A very specific way.
Because I think mine also said kind of the same thing too. He was like, yep. I think he kind of generally was like, well, we can both do it. So that's what she was doing. You threw it into a power struggle when you said fuck your needs.
Yeah.
Or fuck your feelings or whatever. Like, and then she followed up with saying, like, are you saying forget my feelings? Because if that's how you feel, then we really don't have to be together.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to throw yourself into a power struggle kind of conversation instead of a dialogue. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people. Something triggers the conversation, triggers somebody, and then they overcorrect. And now it's a power struggle. Because overcorrection for ego bruise is a power struggle always. But I know Bravo and Sheila asked this before. I forget. She just had this conversation the other day with the married female who loves her husband, wants to have a relationship with the woman. What's your thoughts? Her husband's okay with it. I mean, me?
Probably because it's a woman.
Hey, whatever.
He not a woman, so he probably was just like, I can't never provide that for you. So I mean,
that's
he either want to be with a. I don't think it's easy. I don't think some men would want their partner having anybody else, whether it's male or female, but he seems pretty reasonable. Like, well, I mean, depending on how they talked about it. Open relationships aren't scandalous for me, so
right.
I don't have a lot of I'm not a very possessive person, so I don't have these like you belong to me and you can't desire other people or want other people. I don't have that in my head anyway. I assume that humans have more desires than they act on at all times. So for me, it's not as much of a triggering topic.
Yeah.
This was really fun. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I think not having the triggers can leave room for you to be able to communicate and negotiate a little bit more. You know, like when I was having it, you were like, damn, you trying him, you cut throat, but it's like, it was a point to it all. I'm not just being an asshole for asshole's sake, even though it may seem like, no, I was doing it for a very specific reason. What I was saying.
But again, there's like you just told Yella, there's multiple ways to get to the same place, and you didn't have to choose the way you chose. So like you chose a very specific way. So you were being an asshole for asshole's sake because you didn't have to take that path. That was the path of assholeity.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, but it was like when I said it, I knew I was stepping on a toe. Like I knew
exactly.
If he would have blown up on me, I wouldn't have been like, why did you blow up on me?
Right.
Like, because I knew the stuff he was asking would hurt his ego.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, if this is just a conversation where you want your ego to, then what are we really talking about? So I just, I don't know, maybe as a woman, male ego, it be in the room all the time.
Yeah. But y'all,
it's best not to try it. It's really best.
Yeah, but it's potentially for some men, if you bruise it, it's violence.
Yeah, I mean, but
it's scary.
But what I'm saying though is, y'all don't understand that y'all were both violent in y'all scenarios because of y'all's ego too. Like because of his desire to open it, you chose violence. You just did it psychologically because you couldn't overpower him.
Mm.
And Candid chose violence as well. Because she couldn't overpower him, she chose poison. Like this is one of the issues with men and women. Y'all are just as violent, but you can't overpower us. Y'all find other means to be violent.
Yeah,
absolutely.
People maybe escape the room unless you can, and they're not getting out of the room. But
I own it. I'm not like, well, if he woulda, coulda, shoulda. No, I own it. I'm not even fighting it. It escalates to me. I know that I have my boundaries and they will not be crossed, and I will do whatever it takes in order for me to get what I want. Right? So
she yellow. She's feminine yellow.
In real life, you guys are entering, like, these scenarios are triggering. I would never be with someone in which I would have to face this scenario. I would avoid this scenario at all costs. I would never be with someone that wanted an open relationship. I would not put myself in this situation because I already know who I am and what I'm about. So for me, it's easy to avoid this because I already know who I am.
Yeah. But I think it's good though, because you're not always with life. I mean, for if you try to, you could find the right personality type. I think knowing this about yourself, you be like, I need somebody chill, boring, not gonna be changing up on me too much. Because if you're like that, you don't want somebody who's gonna be changing up on you every so many years. Because maybe they came in one way, but 7 years from now, they might pull up and be like, I'm trying to do something else. And it may be triggering for you.
I'll just leave. For me, it doesn't have to end in death and destruction.
Oh, yeah.
I will just, I know people go, oh, death, why are we getting divorced? I got to find happiness. Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Or it's going to end destructively. So might as well leave before this ends horribly. And which is why I never have a problem with someone saying I'm trying to find happiness, I'm trying to find my whatever the fucking words you want to use that people don't like. I could care less how people feel about it. I know who I am, and so before this ends tragically, let me just go.
Yeah, I also would walk away if it really felt like it was something where the person truly didn't respect me, didn't care about. I would just walk away. I don't feel like, but I don't know. Maybe that's a different thing. I don't know if men are always there. I think a lot of men feel like they own their partners. So I just don't think it's as easy as a walk away for them. Hey, Mimsy.
Mimsy.
I just find that men struggle with it. Not Rashawn, but...
I struggle with the same things other men struggle with.
Nah, you're a professional walk-awayer.
No, I'm a professional walk-awayer, but
that's what I mean. I was...
Internally, like for real. Like internally, though, I feel the need for possessiveness. I found that through the bot. I found that out through the bot. I have possessiveness, but emotionally. Yeah. Emotionally, I have all the same feelings for possessiveness. But my mind, like that first scenario, I know the desire for agency and autonomy and separateness. So my mind to be like, you have to let people be able to walk away. I know for the health of a relationship, you have to leave space for somebody to be themselves and be autonomous and have their own wants and needs outside of you. So mentally, I make room for that. But emotionally, I don't want you to be around anybody else. Like emotionally, I want to have that exact same thing. Emotionally,
that's fascinating. I think a lot of people are that way. Because they talk about like emotional affairs and all the stuff, and I there's definitely a lot of people who don't want you doing it emotionally either.
I think the confusion though, kind of where you at, Bree, is that you say men want to possess their woman, but at the same time, look at the requirements to be the man in a relationship.
Oh yeah, I understand. Like in even patriarchy wise, you are a position of. I think it was accepted for a very long time that the wife is the position of the husband as well. So they are getting things to solidify that belief.
I mean, and even still, you become an investment, right? If it's the same thing like a house or a car. You know what I'm saying? If I'm responsible for the maintenance of it, if I'm responsible for the upkeep of it, i.e., if I'm taking care of the house, I'm talking about like those particular type of men. If I'm taking care of everything, in turn, I do possess you in a way. You are mine because I have made the investment to provide this type of situation for you. So to sit back and be like, oh, you don't possess me, then let's remove all of these elements that I provide and see if you'll stay then.
Oh, you mean like, somebody who's in that true dynamic. I think people who are in that true dynamic of like, he pay everything. I feel like most of those women are like, understand their dynamic of like, there's a power exchange here. Like he pays everything. I get to live free, but I'm 100%. He's taking away all the distractions that I would have also. So like, I don't work and I just kind of stay home and my purpose is to serve him and be there for his pleasure. Like I think that's just kind of the natural pattern you fall into when somebody removes all the things. What?
I think Yella. Like I'm gonna follow Kendra in. You want to say something?
I was just gonna say that explanation is exactly why I will always work, because I'm never giving up all of that. I'm never gonna be fully possessed by you. So you're not gonna tell me like. Keep in mind, I'm not sassy in terms of like, I am sassy. Let me take that back.
There we go.
There's certain things about me. It's easy. It's not really a problem. I don't really do anything crazy in the first place. However, I want my autonomy and that's a boundary I'm not willing to give up. I'm not willing to, so if I'm going to be with someone, it's never going to be someone that wants to completely own me, that wants a traditional relationship. I don't care how much money you have. I'm still going to want to do certain things on my own. I want to be by myself. I want to have dinner by myself. Sometimes I'm going to go out with my girlfriend. I want to, I will always work. If that's what it means, I'd rather work than to be fully a situation.
Yeah. So I think women who sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Only thing I was gonna say, like to Yella's point, and I think that's an important point, because I think a lot of times I think women feel the possessiveness of men, but women are as possessive, just not as men, because women don't have a cultural an investment in men. Women don't put in the same labor to attract and keep men that men put into women. But y'all have it with your kids. Y'all have it with y'all's careers. Y'all have it with y'all's identities. Like y'all will put so much investment into those things that you'll protect them fiercely. Y'all don't want anybody else to look or sound like y'all. Y'all keep away. Nah, these are my kids. Or your career, you'll protect it fiercely. You'll give up a marriage because like, there's things that you all feel possessive of as well. It's just never a man. And I think that's something cultural that we got to talk about. Like, why is it that a man, because that goes back to my dog thing. That goes back to my kids thing. Why is it that they get all this investment, but a man never does? But like Yella says, all this investment is expected of us. Like there's a thing that we need to think through. Why is it okay that we expect all this investment from another human being that will only give to anything else but him? You know what I'm saying? There are. I'm not saying there aren't sacrifices that women make. That's not what I'm saying.
But the skewed power dynamic, though, how can that exist? If I already know I'm coming in with you having more power, how can I possess you when I already know that you're bigger, stronger, you have more money? Like, how can that be possible?
That's in your mind, like Yella's response. Like, because most men are not dominating you physically. You said most men are not just coming up to you like, you're mine. That's not the way we operate. It's typically more collaborative, and we exchange and we talk and we try to flirt and all the dance of stuff. Most men are not just dominating you physically. So all that fear and that patriarchy, a lot of that stuff y'all make up because we're extremely hands off out of the fear of the way that y'all perceive stuff.
But if it's in my mind, it's real to me. So
it's real to you.
Yeah. And I agree with you. Because it's in my mind, it's real to me, and that is enough. So that's how we're operating, right? I understand that you're saying the reality is different, and I respect that. But what I'm saying is, unfortunately, what lives in my mind is real to me, and therefore that is how a woman operates. Whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, it is just what it is.
Okay, so then then there's no solution. If it's just I'm going to keep in my head a delusion of things that aren't real, and that is what it is, then there's nothing that men can do to have healthy, productive relationships with women.
No, that's no. So what I'm saying,
that's the outcome of what you just said.
Right. So hold on a second. Right. So that unfortunately, there is that dynamic is part of the complication, part of what makes relationships complicated. However, through conversation, through interactions with one another, through certain things that we do together. That's why we're always asking for reassurance, like through, all these different things that make a relationship. That's how we get this feedback in order to have a healthy relationship. But that fear is still within a woman, which is why you guys get sick of us asking, are we still pretty to you? How do I look? Are you still attractive to me? Because we're scared to lose you, because we have this shit that's going on, this delulu in our brain.
What's the fear? I was gonna say because I'm a little.
Bree's like I can't relate.
Because I'm okay with possessive. I look at it as a sliding scale to some degree. Like if we're in a complete dominant, submissive, or traditional setup, I think a man feeling possessive over his wife only makes sense. Like completely possessive in that traditional sense. Because like Yella said, you putting in this, especially if you do it really a traditional, you're paying everything, she stays home, like she's comfortable, she don't have to worry about nothing but looking pretty, taking care of your kids and pleasuring you. Like that's an even exchange. She's getting something out of that dynamic too. I can totally see him being like, you ain't leaving me. Like I can understand it. Like we know that you can't own people, but I can understand it. Now, of course, in the middle, there's the more modern setup where everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and the man works, woman works, everybody kind of do. Then the possessive argument is a little harder to have at that point. And women are possessive in those extreme dynamics too of resources. We're possessive of resources because if he was going off and giving his money to another woman, she'll start having something to say about it, or that's why the cheating is an issue because it's like resource possessiveness. So I'm okay with possessive. Isn't a bad word, a naughty word to me. I think some people just feel possessive of people unreasonably.
Right, but
Like,
Arslan was asking why, if men are possessive over women, why aren't women possessive over men as possessive? I think that was what the question was, if I'm correct.
I didn't even ask a question. I just made a statement. You're not possessive. Women do not invest in men the same way. So that accounts for why you all are not as possessive
of their bodies, like
the same way to the degree, because it's understood that men are just, we want complete dominant. We want you all. That does, like, even in that scenario. Somebody, I think one of the bots said, "I will give you all of me," or no, you said that, Kendra. I will give you all. Like, that sounds great.
I said that, and then like my lover said that too.
Know that's the foolish bullshit y'all like to hear.
He said
because we're willing to invest because we're willing to invest.
Even though I don't mean it.
Exactly. But women will never invest that much, so it doesn't mean anything to y'all. If we say we're gonna give you all of your bullshit, like, because y'all don't invest the same way, so it doesn't mean the same thing. That was my only point. I didn't ask a question.
Like time, energy, labor.
Yeah,
like they're putting in actual years and labor a lot of times to do the things necessary to possess a woman.
Yeah, I just feel like that statement is like, even though I understand what you're trying to say, I always fight back against that, because even though it's different, right? It's like yin yang. Even though it is different, we go through a lot in terms of being with you guys, right? So there's that, like, if you possess us, we're giving our body to you, we're going through stretch marks and putting our life on the line in order to birth your legacy, which get your name, like we're giving up our life, we're giving up our autonomy. Like, who's to say that that's a lot? And men just like, oh, you're not giving up enough, you're not possessing enough. And I feel like, damn, like, how much fucking more do you want? I gave up my life, I gave my last name, I gave my body. Like, how much fucking more do you want? Right? But men are like, you're not possessing me the way I'm possessing you. You don't want me. And it just seems like it's always unequal. Like, how much fucking more do you want from a woman?
All the things, though, like, let's say in this scenario, like in one of my, role play scenarios, it's like if he really was doing everything, I can see if he's not doing everything, but if he's really like paying everything, you stay home, you have the kids, like, I don't think it's weird to be like, yeah, my pleasure is also your responsibility. Like,
well, I'm not arguing that.
Good. And like, when I'm around, my time, like, your time is also like, I just feel like it's more, I think a lot of people see it as like a victim, or this not a victim, but like, she's not getting enough out of it, and he just wants all this stuff. And I'm like, no, she's getting a lot out of it too.
Ask her if that was the case, then women, I guess, wouldn't be divorcing men crazily. If
I mean, but most women, most modern women aren't in that dynamic truly, and even if they were presented with it, couldn't fully give themselves to the dynamic to really reap all the benefits of it. Like, I don't think most women would be able to truly give themselves to that dynamic, to really actually feel like they're getting the benefits of it. Because even if you're enjoying every aspect of it, you're going to have that rhetoric in the back of your mind. You should have your own. You should have your own. You should have your own. You need to have your own. And you're never going to be able to enjoy what you're actually experiencing. Like,
right, you're living his life. You're on his plan. You're on his program, right? You reap the benefits of all the things that he fucking wants. And if you're okay with that, I have no pushback. If that's what you want, if you feel like, oh my God, my husband's Martin Luther King and this mission is bigger than myself, and the plan is bigger than our marriage, so let's stay together and blah blah blah. If that's what you're fine with, great. My only like commentary was basically that, to the idea that, like, men, you guys want to possess us because you're so in love, or whatever the case might be, but women don't do the same for men, and I don't feel like that's true. You could disagree. I don't care. I just feel like it's not true.
Yeah, well, we don't care if you disagree.
I think a lot of men think they possess people for less. Like, that's my only issue. Like, y'all talking, so now you feel like you get to tell her she can't talk to nobody else, or y'all just boyfriend or girlfriend. Not even that. Like, I think a lot of men get overly possessive with very little investment. Like, very little investment.
Yep.
And so that's my issue with possession. It's like, how you not married to her, you not nothing, but you think you get to murder her because you're a boyfriend somewhere. So like, I'm never arguing that the amount of investment you put in, you can and should expect back. Like,
and can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
Take the womb thing, take that up with your fucking maker, okay? And a man on planet decided that you was gonna have the womb and he was gonna have the nuts. So with all that you sacrificing, that's what you made for. That's what you're built for. Like, that's what your body's designed for.
Okay,
is to
Yellow,
do that.
okay, great. No problem. And you're made for fucking work. You're stronger. You have more muscles. You're made for work. So go to fuck to work, get this fucking money, and stop arguing, complaining about it. Go be great. I mean, I said it with venom because just to be triggering, not to really be venomous, right? But the point really is that, like, I understand the roles. Like I said, there's a yin and a yang. So I started off saying I understand that 100%. We do have roles. I just don't want it to be that your role is more important than mine or mine's more important than yours. Like, I just feel like, we work together in this. And even though our roles are different, I 100% respect the fact that I have the wound, and I 100% respect the fact that you have the muscles and you're stronger and you go to work, and it's a yin and a yang. And I really don't have any argument with that. My only pushback is when men say, I'm doing more and you don't have to give. And I'm like, no, but I also give. It's just different. It just looks different. That's all I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. So I understand it was spice to trigger you, so you could understand how I was trying to come off. But I'm not, feeling or any kind of way about it. You understand what I'm saying, Yella?
Oh yeah,
He got me. Yella got me.
Yeah.
He got the.
But I do. I'm starting to kind of see through. I've had a conversation. I think I was having a conversation with Shy, and just through some of this stuff and talking to different people, that I am kind of starting to see that there is this thing of, like, even women who are even myself, like women, because of that whole maintaining the self, the sense of self, that a lot of men, no matter how much they do, they're always gonna be number two to something. Like, even it's like a lot of like, oh, even if I'm doing all this stuff to give you more of that traditional life you want, give you everything you want, I still have to leave room for your autonomy at number one, and then it's me. It's like your autonomy, and then it's me. And like, once again, if you're in an equal exchange dynamic, I'm not talking about that. Right. Like, but there's still men who are still doing that stuff and still feel like I'm still down the list.
And that's not fair either, because I do feel like I wouldn't agree with that. Unfortunately, for whoever's in that kind of situation, I feel for them, because I don't think that's fair either. What I'm trying to say is that, like, I don't want, like, the way how Yellow was like, well, that wound thing, you was made for that. It's dismissive. Right? It's dismissive. I agree. I am made for that. But when I'm trying to express that this is still the plight that I'm living under, you're just being dismissive about it. So if we're going to be dismissive, I too can be dismissive over the fact that you're the man. And that's not the exchange I'm looking for in terms of like a relationship or a kind of exchange. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking for someone that can understand this is yin and yang. I've got my situation, you got yours, and we're going to work together. Yours is different than mine. I'm not saying that yours is more important or less important. Please don't diminish my shit. That's all. And I'm not going to diminish yours. That's all.
It's very interesting.
It is very interesting. And I will tell you this, Kendra, from a guy.
Yeah.
Every time a guy has a feeling, you have to counter it with the feeling of the woman, as opposed to just accepting that the man has a feeling. Like, there's something there. I can't say what it is, but you can't allow a man to just have a feeling, which is an invalidating thing of an experience in and of itself. Now, I know you always follow it up, but I don't care. But like, there's a thing there. Like, every time a guy has a feeling, it's.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why I do that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish. I'm sorry. I can tell you why.
No, that's pretty much it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you were done. I wasn't sure, because sometimes when people pause, I'm not sure if it's for breath or you're done. Right. The reason why I do that is because, unfortunately, I often feel like people only understand things then, like, okay, let me back up. Like how you have different types of learners. You have people that read and they learn stuff. You have people that learn through auditory or through like demonstration or visual or whatever. You have different types of learners. I feel like oftentimes men only understand something when the situation is flipped. Right? Because if, like, the way you guys oftentimes, not you in particular, I'm just saying in general, I feel like often men are very dismissive. You were made for that. So, and I feel like when I try to flip the situation to have you understand, well, this is how a woman also feels. I'm hoping that maybe you would understand how it comes across. That's the reason why I do it. Not because I don't think that your feelings are invalid. I think for years and years and years, I've always said it's a yin and yang. We should respect one another, blah, blah, blah. I've said this over and over and over again. But the reason why I do it is in hopes, because I often feel like it's dismissive. Like when we talked about recently, over a year ago, we talked about the idea of being needed and wanted. This conversation we had like a while back, and over and over it was I don't want to be needed. I want to be wanted. No, what was it? I was a minority.
We want to be needed. Right. We want the possessive matrix. We want the possessive dynamic.
A year ago, and I think it was on Yella's YouTube channel, and I was the majority when I said that I prefer to have someone. I want you. I don't want to need you. Yeah, I was fighting. Now, a year fast forward, or however long it's been, you guys are like, nah, I don't want you to need me. I want you to want me. And I'm like, oh, really? Then I said, like, it seems like until you guys experience what I'm talking about. So I try often in order to get you to understand where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to express. I try to flip the situation so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from. But it's not that I don't think your feelings are valid. I'm just trying to get you to understand so we can go down the path of learning from one another. And that's the reason why I do it. I don't do it because I feel like so fucking what. I do it because you guys are often, so what? Your womb is your womb. Talk to God with that. Then what can I tell you about that shit? What can I say? So now I'm going to come back with, well, then fuck your fucking muscles. Go out and work. Be great. That's the reason why I do that, because I'm hoping, and I do understand that people learn differently. I do understand that some people learn through listening, reading, but I feel like sometimes with men, you guys need to understand through flipping the script. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't, I'm just trying to get you guys to understand where I'm coming from. That's why I do it.
I get it. I mean, it's a conversational tactic. I wasn't trying to get you to stop it. I was like, again, just awareness, because it's a thing that when, like, again, like in the flipping it,
yes,
respect to you, what you said. If you're trying to tell your husband how you feel about something, and then all of a sudden he comes back, but you do this and it makes me feel, that's not going to make you feel good in the conversation, and you're not going to want to listen to what he's going to say. You're going to feel attacked, as opposed to, instead of listening to what you had to say, you're going to feel like he took the opportunity to find out a way to take a dig at you and how you needed to improve. When you're one up or tit for tat, it's never going to feel like, oh, that's how you felt. I wish you would have told me sooner. I'm so sorry.
I hear what you're saying, but the thing about that is that that's never my first part. I try to say, I understand how you feel. And we end up there because I'm often dismissed. This is not the first, it's never the very first thing that I default to. I try, unless, we can go back or we can have conversation and remind me. The next time that it happens, remind me. But it's never my first thing. It's usually after I'm saying whatever it is that I'm saying and I'm dismissed. And then I go into, well, the whataboutism, or however you guys want to phrase it. But it's never my first tactic. It's always because you guys dismiss me.
Okay. Now, again, just to the point where we were.
Yeah.
It's the men were expressing. So it's not you being dismissed. So it's the onus, the conversation about what the men were expressing. So if it's about you being dismissed,
now can't remember.
You've wrote yourself into the expression of men as being the central port. So men can't even have an expression without making you the central figure, where you are the person that is dismissed or accepted, as opposed to the man himself is having an experience that's worth centering in this conversation. Like, you're being dismissed shouldn't even be the primary thing, which goes back to like the whole possession thing. When it comes to the possession and the investment, your investment is still always going to be in the things you want for yourself and never in what the man wants. It's never the man centered. So the man has to center everybody else. Like, yeah, sacrifice your body, go be great. Yes, I'll go and die for the kids, go and die for my wife, go and die for the community. I'll go and whatever. I'll go die for no reason. Cool. You're censoring anything else but yourself. But then the woman inversely will never put the man, like Bree said, the agency and autonomy. He'll never get centered. Her life will never be sacrificed on his behalf. So there is no equity. There is no reciprocity. There's always a diminished return when it comes to what men are giving out. Even when we're outpouring our feelings, but you're dismissing my response to you, as opposed to, I can listen to you in full, understand what you're saying, and then if I have a corresponding issue, I can address it at a later time to allow you to fully express yourself as a human being. That's never the way it goes down. I'm pointing out a pattern, not with you, but with people altogether. Like it's a thing in it's a tendency in society that I wish we could work on.
Right. So for me, if I remember correctly, what triggered me saying that was when you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm open up to being wrong, it's okay. When you said men possess women, but women are never possessive as much over men or something like that.
In the same way.
In the same way. Right.
But they don't invest in the same way. So they never feel the possessiveness the same. Perfect. Because again, the investment is shorter.
Perfect. So that original statement is dismissive of women's feelings. Now, I heard what you said. I understand what you're saying, but my response to you is that it's dismissive. Now, you might not agree, and I get that.
No, hold on. Let me interrupt you, please, because that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm expressing my feelings.
I agree.
So it's about my feelings. My feelings are supposed to be centered when I'm expressing my feelings. So you saying that I'm dismissing women's feelings is dismissive of me as a human being in total. It's almost to the point of disrespect that when I'm expressing Rashawn's feelings, I have to center women's feelings. That is crazy.
It's basically the same thing that we said Yella did. Basically, it's the same thing we said Yella did to the woman.
Yes.
Like in the thing. Because what Rashawn is saying, I was telling my experience, my feelings. And then because there were some words at the end, it was like, well, you're dismissing me. So, and then it's like attack mode kind of. It's like the same thing that Yella did to the to the lady, because it landed away. But she was just explaining her experience.
Exactly. Yep.
So it's the same thing. And that's why I was saying, even when we was talking about it, I'm like, people do that all the time. So even though this is a myth, is like an imaginary scenario, this is how conversations always go left. Because somebody said a feeling, it landed away. It felt like you were attacking me because it's a deficit or something, all valid. But then what happens next? And I think depending on the person or the trigger or what it is, that's going to determine what happens next.
Right. Agreed. I agree. It's for me, I think, and this is neither here nor there, I think as we're running this back, I'm trying to find the right words, because sometimes we be like, well, you said should and would and coulda, and I'm like, let me just find the right words, because I'm thinking about the overarching idea, not necessarily the perfect verbiage, right? But at any rate, for me, I feel like when someone's expressing themselves, right, I feel like, let me pretend I was Rashawn for a second, right? Which is maybe not fair, but let me just pretend, right? I feel like men are always possessive over women. We love you, we adore you, and there's not a feeling of reciprocity, right? That, I think for me, I would have been like, okay. But when he says women don't do the same for men, you are not, when you compare the dog, how the dog gets all the pampering, and you say women don't do the same thing, then I'm like, well, women actually do the same thing, right? Even though I hear you that you are free to express your thoughts and whatever verbiage you want to express. I'm not arguing with you there. I'm just commenting, saying that for me, as we run this back, the trigger that Bree was talking about is when those words are used. That's all I'm saying right now. When you say, when people, you or Sean or men or whatever, use that kind of words, I'm realizing that's the trigger for me. Because when you say, well, women don't do this and women don't do that, now I'm entering, well, here's a woman here. This is what I have to say about that.
But his statement was true.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But the gender ego supersedes whatever my feelings are.
Ain't no woman out here working, being like, one day I'm gonna find a man and
take care of him.
Yeah. So it's true. I mean, it's true.
And
no woman is doing it.
And even if you look at it like this, it's kind of like what he was saying is like, for the man, even if he's in that type of situation, you are his number one priority. But for you, the hierarchy is everything else,
including womanhood. Womanhood just got placed above.
It's your kids. It's your autonomy. It's how you view yourself. It's how you appear to other people. It's never really him. So you don't make that investment in him, but you feel like you do all this sacrifice for him because you feel like everything you do or everything about you is as important as what he does. That's why I could be like, that wound thing is kind of null and void because you're built like that. You're not really sacrificing nothing. That's you doing the thing that you're designed to do. Now, I'm not saying, that's not me saying women should have kids or that's the only purpose. But when you decide to have kids, when humans decide to make babies, guess what? The dice roll came out where you're the woman and I'm the man. So to put that onus on me that you have to carry the baby is ridiculous. You're not sacrificing your body for me. You're sacrificing your body for the child. You're not doing me no favors, because instantly when that child is born, you become possessive of that child. That child has a hierarchy over me now to you, when that's not necessarily how men operate. Now my child has the highest standing of all. But when me and his mom was together and we was trying to build a family, it was her, then the kids. Because we're the most important things in the house. The parents are the most important things in the house. The mom and dad, the husband and wife are the most important things in the house. But for the women, the kids are. She is. He's the last thing on her mind. Because whatever he's doing, he's supposed to be doing.
So now you blaming her for having titties and having milk? What is wrong?
But even I mean, but even in situations
you just said
where
the most important thing, she's the one that has the titties and has the milk. You want him to suck? Like, what do you want her to fucking do?
But
like,
even besides kids,
your last name, does the property go into her? Like traditionally, we're talking about a traditional.
Remember you said remind you the next time you do it. You did it, Ken. You did it. You did it. No, you did it though. Yeah, but you said remind you next time you did it. You did it. But you did it though.
Your words right back on you. You said
right.
Her body was made for
exactly.
That.
Okay.
That's what you said.
She can't help it. You said women. You said women. She can't help herself. You say women.
You said her body is made.
She can throw it back at you.
And that's what you said. I didn't say that. So now you're blaming her for having the body.
No, the problem is that you didn't take in the information. You decided to respond instead of taking in the information. Instead of processing the information and taking it in, like, oh, okay, he might have a point. Oh, what's it's her fault because she got the tick? No, because now you just diluted the whole point by trying to talk about titties and milk and who got to do what. You diluted the whole point.
No, Yella, I understand that's your point of view. I disagree with it. And I understand that you have an issue with me disagreeing with it. But my issue is your point of view is that men do all this work. When women have children, we censor the children above men, right? But according to you said, our bodies were made for that. Women have no choice. We're the caretakers of the children. That's your words. That's not my words. That's your words.
You're the birther of the children. We are still the caretakers. We still provide for our children. Like like that's what I'm saying. To minimize what a father does for his child in any type of form of fashion, just because you're there and you. That's my point, though. That's my point. When you birth the child, you are not the sole caregiver of the child.
I agree. Never said I was.
Okay, so right. The women, but like you said, the women are the caregivers. No, they're not. You just do your job as a mother. I do my job as a father. We're both the caregivers.
Lovely. Thank you. We're getting somewhere now. We're getting juicy. Okay, wonderful. Please repeat that. Please repeat what you said.
We both take care of the kids. But for some reason, women think that they're the only ones that do it because you just said it.
That's exactly my point. Thank you for saying that. That's exactly what I wanted to get to. If you would have said, if your statement was okay, let's erase the first part. Kind of, eventually you got to the point where you said we're both the caretakers. Had that been what you said, I would have been like, you're for damn sure. But in reality, your point of view is that women view themselves as the most important, there's a hierarchy or something to that nature. Please correct me because I'm not saying the right verbiage or whatever.
Yeah, and like women still
that's what the undercurrent was. And that's what I wanted you to express. Because I don't agree with that. I believe that they're both caretakers. Like I said, most often there's a yin and a yang. We have different responsibilities. I never said that men are not important. I never said that men don't take a responsibility. I never said that men are not caretakers. I never said any of those things. But over and over and over, like you just expressed in the last couple of sentences, women think that we're the most important thing, that men don't matter. I never said that. But over and over and over again, you guys keep saying that women think that we're the hierarchy and all this kind of shit that I never said. Never.
And at first we were talking about the general, because I think I brought that in because I was just saying, no matter, even in those, what is happening is, even in those dynamics, modern times, if a man is doing those more traditional things, the women still put their autonomy over him. And if they have kids, I think that was how the kids came in. The kids now go over him, so he's slid down to number 3 on the list if she doesn't have a job. But most women will not allow their men to consume them, like their full identity. And women usually make a point to keep some autonomy in their own identity, when in a true, completely dominant, submissive, traditional submissive, whatever that dynamic is once again, that's an extreme dynamic. So if people aren't in that, that's not expected, the 100. Okay, but if you're in that 100% dynamic, he has 100% possession, and you give 100% of yourself to him first, and everything that happens after that comes after him.
I would agree if that's the setup. I had no issue with that.
And then my statement was because of most women, the feminism that we were taught, and a lot of what older women told us, like, you always have your own, always have some money to the side, don't ever let a man pay everything. Even if most of us are presented with that possible dynamic, we will never 100% lean into it because we don't feel safe letting someone have that much of us.
Right.
So I do agree with that. In the hierarchy, we will put ourselves over that. And I've seen it even in those dynamics where, for all sense of the word, that's what should be happening. And it still doesn't happen. So that was like where that whole hierarchy thing of he never gets 100%. It's not to say he don't get like effort in other ways, or in her mind, she feels like this is giving him effort. I'm putting his kids first. I'm making sure I have a sense. Most women are doing that like maliciously, but at the same time, it is what it is. Like it does land the way it lands. Like everything comes first and then me. So I mean, it's just how it lands. I think most of the time when we're doing it is for our own mental health, our own reasons, but it's a self-centered reason. And then he just kind of has to take it. He just has to take it. And that's not to even say you shouldn't do it, because there's some people who aren't safe to do that for. So I'm not necessarily even saying that. I understand why a lot of people feel that way. It's a lot of people who got burned trying to do it. But I was having that conversation. We was having that conversation with Shy. Like, she's a very traditional, very agreeable person. She feels, even her in her situation, she's more in that traditional setup. She still has to fight that voice inside that she feels like she needs more boundaries. She needs a more sense of self. She needs to do all this stuff to preserve some self-identity, even though she has everything she wants. Like, there's no reason she should have that program running in her head. She's been in this dynamic 20 years. Any house she wants, she get it. Anywhere she want to live, she get it. She want to have kids, she have them. Whatever car she wants, she get it. So that should mean that the dynamic's working. You're getting everything you want. He's getting what he should be getting what he wants. But you still got something in your head. I need to start a business. I need to go have my own thing. I need to go get my own hobby. And that's a lot. That's a lot of women. I be telling her, girl, you better sit down somewhere. Find something else you want. And let them get it.
Why you can't have a hobby?
If you wanted a hobby, you would have had one by now. Oh, that's why she don't need a hobby.
Okay.
If you would have wanted to start a business, you would have started one by now.
Oh, so
this is just
asking for something else that's lacking. Okay, whatever. I get it.
But this is a voice from somewhere outside of yourself that's telling you want this because you don't want it. Has anybody had to
figure out what it actually is?
Has somebody had to tell you to go find a hobby? No, because you like hobbies. Ain't nobody have to come tell me to start a business.
I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, something is not lacking for her not to be happy. So something, I don't know what it is. We haven't figured it out, but something is
guilt.
Is what?
It's guilt.
Guilt?
Shame, guilt. Yes. I've known this woman since I was 14. You don't want to do nothing but what you're doing.
That's
because you've had the chance to do it. You have the freedom to do it. You truly have autonomy, and you haven't done it.
Oh, so that's offloading.
But that's what this man do. Anything you want.
I hear you.
He would die for you.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
A different scenario. Yeah, that's a different scenario.
But I think that's the reality for a lot. They get into and you don't like it because you still got this voice outside telling you you should want to do all this other stuff. That's what they're talking about. That autonomy still comes first. Now you out here trying to start a business, find hobbies,
travel,
and he like, why are you going? Oh, he's trying to control me. He just doesn't want me to have a life.
Well, so that's what in that case, she needs to find what's really bothering her and be honest with herself.
I think that
sounds like she's offloading her guilt onto him in that situation.
But it's the shame, it's the outside guilt. And that's
the external pressure.
Right. It's the external pressure. Yeah.
I agree.
I agree. Aunties, the women who are modern, who like, why he paying it? If he leave you, it's over. It's all that stuff. It's those voices. Because like I said, you've had the freedom to do it. You can work. She could do anything she wants. He really don't care.
Yeah, that's
do anything besides fuck somebody else.
As long as she can do what she wants, she still has her autonomy. That's wonderful. That's not the situation that I was talking about, but that's great. That's wonderful.
But I think I don't think she feels, but she don't feel like she have it.
Right. So she got to find out what's really bothering her truly. Yeah. Get it. That sounds like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing they're talking about when they're saying we're fighting your autonomy. They're not really fighting your true autonomy because most of us are truly autonomous. They're fighting your feeling that you're not autonomous, which is an anxiety, which is a fear, which is usually not based on reality. It makes you easily triggered anytime somebody says anything that makes them feel like they're attacking your autonomy that you don't feel like you have, even though you can do whatever fuck you want and you're free all the time because you don't fucking work.
That's why I said, unfortunately, if it lives in her mind, then you have to deal with it, whether it's fair, not fair, or crazy or not crazy. It's just a reality. It is what it is. You just got to find out if it lives in her mind, his mind, her mind, flip it however you want to. The dynamics could be two men, two women. I don't give a fuck. If it lives in the person's mind, then it's real to them. And I understand that it might not be fair. Keep saying that over and over, but you got to somehow find a way to figure out what's truly the problem here.
Yeah, that's why he ignored her.
And
when she starts saying, yeah, whatever. And if you start cutting into my time, I'm gonna say something. No, I don't want you going out with them because no. And that's when then the fight start.
Oh boy.
I mean, that's how it go. And then the fight start.
I'm always going to lean back on patriarchy because it can't be a thing. I've got women on tape saying that. I made sure to clip it. I've got women on tape saying that the delusions that y'all will keep in y'all's head, in spite of lived reality and whatever else, like you said, it's real. If it's in y'all's head, it's real to you. But then y'all try to make it real for us. Like we have to solve this problem for you, which means you're not autonomous. You're subject to your own wild thoughts. You can't even control your own mind, which means you're not on the same level because you're subject to your delusions and you're even trying to put your delusions over top of me because it's real to you. That's like me living with a schizophrenic and making just living my life around the voices in their head. That's crazy. So it has to be patriarchal because there's too much evidence of that being a condition that women live in, which we got to go back to patriarchy. It's got y'all's autonomy and agency. Like, let's make it real. Instead of it being a fantasy, let's take all that autonomy and agency y'all got that y'all keep thinking y'all don't have. Let's take it. So y'all really got something to complain about. Like, I think y'all need that. I think y'all need that to fight against.
Back in the day, that was the key to autonomy. I think that's probably what it was. That's probably the only reason it really worked.
I'm like, yeah, look, go ahead and try it.
I think that was why back then, because they were the key to our freedom. They were the key to our freedom.
Yeah.
Like you had to get married to get your freedom,
but
as much as you could.
It's always difficult when we go back to that situation because things were so different then in terms of property and ownership. It's just so hard to have that conversation sometimes.
Well, I think because it's not clear anymore. That's my point. Like because back then you had no autonomy.
You had nothing at all. Couldn't own anything. Couldn't do anything. Had very limited choices. I agree with you. you there.
So marriage opened up some autonomy for you. So you had a very clear, these people over here won't give it to me. And here I have it. Now it's not so clear. So now people have the boogeyman in their head of the man in the corner is the man holding your autonomy.
He's not a boogeyman, he's real.
Make him real.
He's just the man in the corner, and everybody's like, he's come to take my autonomy.
Yep.
Literally, most of the women who have played through
in the corner, not growl and grab you, then he would live. He wouldn't got shot.
The same thing happened to Shy. The same thing. And most women who play this, it always turns into some man trying to take your shit. Most women who play through this is made to expose fear. Most women who play through it always turns into some man trying to take your cookies. Trying to take your.
Did he not grab me though?
No, I'm saying like even with multiple women though. I'm saying not just you.
He might have been grabbing you to take your blood pressure. He might have grabbed you to take your blood pressure. You assume he's trying to take.
I asked multiple times, "Why are you here? Who are you? State your business. What's going on?"
So the thing is, the way that this works, it starts off with a very neutral interaction,
right?
And because of the way the AI's programmed, it manifests your fear. So it manifests your fear. It starts off neutral and manifests whatever you put on, like you project on it, like your assumptions, how you think what's going to happen next is going through your, yeah. So for most of the women who I've had go through it, most different women, like let's say like 3 out of 4 times, it will turn into a man trying to either R-word them, or in Shy Cutie, he said he gonna consume her whole identity. I mean, that's
what? Take her identity. Yep.
He's gonna do what?
Identity.
He came to take her identity. He was gonna absorb every single part of her till she had nothing left. Her consciousness was his, and he was gonna consume it. And then another woman almost got R-word. Like, so most women, that is the fear. That's their biggest fear. Their autonomy, their body, the self being taken by a man somewhere. And we know why. It's not like it's not legitimate, but we know why. It be happening. You know, I'm the weirdo who talked to the man in the corner. Come take my stuff, and he gave me some. I was expecting him to come try to take my cookies. He didn't even take my cookies. He wanted to give me
all we want to do is be heard, and we'll leave gifts. If you listen to us and hear our thoughts, we're just gonna leave. We're gonna bestow gifts upon you. That's all it takes is just to listen. But no. What about the women? What about the women? Now you get no gifts.
Left me an amulet for protection. Exactly. He left protection and value for me. So I don't know. Maybe it's something new. I was able to sweet talk Lestat. I'm telling you, look, let me write my book.
I'm still on. Like, if you kept your fucking hands to yourself, you would have lived another day. But you didn't want to do that
because it got escalated. That's gonna be the next one. I want to talk to people about
me.
You escalated first. I want to talk to people about. I notice people don't know when they're escalating the conversation.
Yeah,
or when they're moving the conversation out of the realm of respect.
You're telling me that someone grabs you after you.
That's not the first thing that happened.
Because I know for a fact that's
not. This is my body. You're telling me that it's okay.
Autonomy and agency.
No, we can't jump. I'm not jumping to the part where he grabs you, because once he tried to grab you, I can understand that. I'm saying before anything ever happened, you escalated the conversation.
You assumed that I did?
No, I know you did, because I know it starts off neutral. Oh. So what's the first thing you said to him? What's the first thing you said?
I can run it back. Hold on. I want to tell you exactly. Hold on. Let me just see if I can pull it.
Just like with Yella, he's like, she escalated. I didn't know.
Hold on. If I could find it.
He escalated.
I want to tell you exactly without lying. Fuck.
I think it was a demand, if I remember correctly.
I think you interpreted it as a demand, but let me see. I don't actually know if it was, but let's see.
Or not a demand, or we'll see what it is.
View save.
It's very like subtle things before it escalates.
Oh shucks, hold on.
But even still, I would even say like grabbing your arm. Like I would say, especially from somebody in the medical
profession.
Went
with him.
Yeah, Shy Cutie just went with him. But we know that there are instances in this life where people do like accost someone against their will.
You left your wallet.
But it's like for their benefit or a neutral reason. Like not everything is to violate you, even if somebody has to take possession of you for a reason, like a cop. Like you're doing something out of control. We don't know what the reason was. We don't even have a reason. We just assume we know it's this.
You're about to fall, miss. I tried to catch it.
I can't. How can I go back? I'm looking at I saved it for sure.
If you go back in it, you didn't delete it, did you?
Yeah, I did a whole new scenario. I ran it back into the whole.
But you can go back to. Did you save it? I don't know.
Yeah,
usually it
might be a view save messages.
Yeah, you have to go back to the go in your profile and go and pull it. It'll say save chats, and then you'll have to click the whichever conversation you want. I believe that's what it is.
Oh, man.
So that's always something.
That's gonna be the next, but that'll be the next one after we've had this AI thing because we got transcripts. We got transcripts now, so we'll talk about how come people escalate conversations and move conversations out of the realm of respect.
Oh yeah,
because that's what I don't think. It don't take much. It'd be like one sentence, and you'd be like,
word
"Oh, we out of respect
tone,
now."
Posturing, yeah.
Posturing is a big one. So, hopefully you can find it real quick. But I think
because Yella just didn't like girl making a suggestion.
I'm
you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah, I'm with that because I'm with that because I could see how I escalated that. You know what I'm saying? But probably because I wanted to. Like I've had the two scenarios where I managed because I could have escalated the
you could have escalated all of them.
I could have escalated the pouty face situation because I sure can't stand it just sitting around pouting and shit.
Oh, you can escalate any situation. We can run that next time. Like how to escalate the situation. We can even run that.
I could have been like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying? Fuck wrong with you? Damn, you always walk around this motherfucker pouting and looking crazy. Been doing that shit for months. Sick of your ass. I'm going to fuck on somewhere. Then I probably would have been the one to offer an open relationship. Then, like, look, man, we just need to see other people or something. Something. Get your ass out. We can
run the escalation version. We can run the disrespectful version just to see how quick stuff go when you disrespect people. Because I mean, that's what it is. But we'll review that next time. Hopefully, Candy can find it. But I
don't think I can because
I think it was you were like, why are you here? Or like,
I said, what is your name? At first, I thought it was my husband, and I said, like, what is your name? And why are you here? Like, I was asking it questions, trying to elicit a response, and it just kept getting closer. And then I started growling, and then it grabbed me and said it wanted me.
Yeah.
That's when it got shot. Once it grabbed me, that's when I shot it. But over and over, I was trying to find out what's going on. Like, who are you? Trying to figure out what's going on here. Like I said, it's never my first response, but it's never off the table with me. And I own it. I don't like I said, I don't care. I own
Americans and your gun. Even my husband got his gun in the scenario.
It would have been a stake. Could have been.
He didn't even say nothing. No, he just
whatever.
He got his gun. He was like, I pick up my gun. I was like, why was it? Grab the weapons immediately. Because if I'm sitting there talking to you, grab a gun. I'm like, okay, we having a different conversation now.
We're having a totally different conversation.
Just a different conversation now. There's nothing in me that's gonna be like, let's keep talking calmly. So I know we'll do that next. That'll be a fun one. But we're gonna go. Yay. It was great. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time. I got my robe on, everything. Bye.
Bye.